back, one and all, to Dreamworks Dungeons and Dragons.
Dreamworks Dungeons and Dragons!
I'm your Dungeon Master, Audie Schmidt. Of course, we have, as always, our wonderful Harbingers. Say hello, Harbingers. How's it going?
Harbingers.
Hola.
Hello, Harbingers. Fun little alliteration. Indeed, super fun gang, crew of adventurers going around trying to prevent the end of the world. Very literally, because last time we saw you guys making your way into Shadowfell, being led by Fed, Fake Shen, to the Changeling Clutch. Unfortunately, in a bit of a gamble, taking the shorter path but the more dangerous, you were spotted by the Death Giants, sworn to servitude by Queen Mab. Brought before her throne, she persuaded you, through trickery, of course, to give up names and locations to the Path of Goodness, a spiritual demiplane in the upper realms where one Zepham, the Lord of Creation, was hiding. In an intense battle that almost cost many of you your lives, and some of you just your sanity. Player sanity, not your character sanity.
Oh, I was gonna say, who lost one?
Yeah.
Although I hope you do know, Tulio now has major trauma and is never again telling a stranger his real name.
Good.
You know what? He should have
Miguel was
way
Way long ago, alright. But indeed, you have put Gabriel in the position to take Zepham's life. Zepham willingly offering his avatar in a point of convergence in this sacred demiplane. Michael and Lucifer thwarted, thanks in part, of course, to some insane ploys from all of you to keep their attention diverted and to offer help across the battlefield. We begin then in a strange area as the Path of Goodness, which was breaking apart, which was shattered, rocks orbiting faster than the speed of sound into other rocks, collisions and planets, creating an insane explosion of color. The world has become very soft. Michael and Lucifer have disappeared. As quickly as they arrived to fight their father, very quickly they did realize the battle was lost, and you all watched them disappear. But Gabriel has not disappeared. Neither has Zepham. As Gabriel's blade is currently in Zepham, the last thing you all see is a wolf standing maybe a foot or two higher than Zepham, cloaked in black cloth with white fur, taking this figure by both shoulders. All of you feel a rushing pop in your ears, squealing, high-pitched, reverberative noise. And I need everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Hell, starting off strong. I'm not. I was on a 9, not a 4.
Can I guidance myself?
This is a kind of a split second.
That's
There's
fair.
really no time for bardics and guidance
I got
because this
eight.
is happening within
Point of
microseconds.
inspiration.
Thank
Point
you.
of inspiration. Yeah, those do work still.
Am
Better.
I still at 1 hit point? I think I'm at... No, I'm at 8.
Should be a yeah. I know a couple people still have hit points. Like Elizabeth, you're still doing pretty well on hit points. You did a pretty solid job not getting hit.
And
Did
hitting
anyone get 20s or higher? Moses was
29.
Whoa.
What do you have?
Can you share some of that?
I have a plus 10 to con.
Nice.
It's a solid
Very
bonus.
nice.
You'll love to see it.
Was 20 the DC? Are the
That's
rest of us
impressive.
20
screwed?
is the DC.
I'm sorry, you should have wasted your inspiration. I was never gonna hit that.
For those that failed the save, you will take 4 points of exhaustion immediately. By succeeding, you only take 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh
That's
my god.
disgusting.
As you all will be subjected in your own minds to images, how your brain will comprehend a change of creation. We will start with Elizabeth on the nat one.
Yeah, I mean it is a plus
5, so it's at 6, but yeah.
Elizabeth, you find yourself back in an underground clutch. There are other eggs here, some whole, some broken, and you think you are rather small, but you are watching as if from a outside perspective. Their lines of black and white dart across like a bad television set, your brain piecing together, and as quickly as you see the clutch of eggs, you are in the air, flying. A village burns in the distance. Your mouth feels hot, like acid reflux, but more pure, better feeling, as if it felt good to have that heat. You see yourself in a volcanic mountain pass, small bridge, castle behind, your fortress for many centuries, great treasures in here, as well as something you're guarding. And then everything shifts. You are a person in simple clothes sitting now in the middle of a small clearing of woods. You see yourself stumble to water, and you have a human's body. Your hair, that pink, so custom in this campaign, watching everything. You see yourself travel, finding armor, weapons, taking it from those, killing others for it, buying, finding, starting to amass, making your way across the deserts to Firebend. And you see your time with the Harbingers. You see these moments. And then you see this moment. You see yourself fighting. You see the death of a god of creation. And then you see the world continue. You see yourself continuing onwards. You see yourself fighting against strange dark creatures, cradles and children wailing in the background. You see yourself, there is an undead ogre, you're fighting it. You find yourself now, there are angels surrounding you all. One is grasping Moses with both hands. And then you see a sword piercing your shoulder, breastplate, and blood, a very unnatural feeling for a dragon, falling from your body, and you see your death. Or at least one form of death, as the future is a dangerous thing. Elizabeth, as you feel those 4 points of exhaustion hit you hard, as you feel this life and maybe future, but futures are never set in stone. Who got the next lowest? They would get 10 or lower on their save. They would get 15 or lower.
Yeah.
15's, what did you
11. 13.
11.
11. We'll start with Bob first. Bob, you have seen most of your life. In fact, very recently you've gone through, and once again it plays across the stage of your mind, crisp as ever. You see in HD detail the growth and regrowth on that vine. You see yourself move through. You see your time with the Harbingers. You see this moment of creation, and you see yourself moving through Shadowfell. You see the light you bring. You see Bob Jr. starting to grow and mature. You see far, far away, meeting with Uriel. He's different now, changed. You see angels surrounding you, curing friends. You see your friends falling, dying in different ways. You see yourself at the end of this path as before a dark, voidless mountain of shape. And you feel your life extinguishing slowly. Natural entropy ripping you apart as your body decomposes. But this is only one future, one possibility. As you feel this though, you feel that there's a bit more life to it, a bit more, for lack of a better term, weight. This is a possibility of a future, and it is a possibility that very much could exist. You see yourself in these moments. You see yourself rallying Vegetarians at one point. The this meeting with Uriel, your friends falling but also being saved. You see these things in sharper detail, but you still take 4 points of exhaustion as your mind echoes the death of creation. Miguel and Tulia, you both have very similar beginnings in the streets of Del Mar, across Spain, different cities, different alleyways, meeting when you were younger. Luisa, Miguel's sister, there for a time before she eventually decided to make a break on her own. About 16 years old, she went off. You both see yourselves, cons, tricks. The biggest con, getting the map to El Dorado, pulling each other along for the ride. The movie in great detail, but Tulio leaving at the end, Miguel staying behind. Miguel, your time at the Harbingers was shorter than Tulio's, but you see yourself finding them. Tulio, Miguel, this point of creation, and you see time continue onward. You see gods angry with you, seated in strange beings, both human and animal. You see golden light and dark entropy. You see yourselves fighting side by side. You see back in Spain, suddenly there's Cortez, and you are fighting with him. And Tulio, you see Miguel at the gallows, yourself in chains, as even in death, Cortez spits on you both and doesn't allow you to die at the same time. And you see the gallows, you see your Harbingers fighting ferociously to try to get to your bodies before the life leaves you, but it's too late. But this is only one possible future, one perhaps inevitable, perhaps fleeting, never to happen in the first place. Your bodies take 4 points of exhaustion as you too hear the song of death and see life, death, all in one continuous strand for just a moment. Moses, you have a bit more autonomy here. At any point, you can ask me to see a change.
Oh boy.
You've always heard stories of your birth from both of your mothers, from your sister and both brothers, both Aaron and Ramses, but the basket in the river, the decree from Seti, you see yourself growing with Ramses, powerful man, excellent charioteer, sharp wit and sharp mind. Your heart changes, you see the Hebrews in that different light, learning of your lineage. You see the day you push that man off of the scaffolding, and you see the Azamarian trait, that Nephilim power in yourself. You didn't just push him. True righteousness flowed through you, trying to stop injustice.
Sorry, August.
You're good. And you see, of course, your story continue. You see yourself leading the Hebrews out, up onto the mount. Looking back now, it's also clear you were in the path of goodness in those points. The burning bush, Mount Sinai, these moments walking up, you and only you have that small power gifted to you, quite literally by Zephim, to also gain entrance to this place. Leaving the Hebrews behind, finding the Harbingers all passing through very quickly. You see your fight with Ramses. When Ramses killed Nana, you see yourself leading others when Michael started giving you these orders. You see yourself fighting against Michael and Lucifer. And as Zephim stabbed, you see the continuance. You see Michael coming to you a day in the future, and it's time to break your staff. You don't resist Once the staff is broken, you see Michael and the angels turn on you. Michael holding his hands on the side of your head, you feel the most intense burning pain. As you've always had to wonder, what does it feel like when a mortal is smitten by a god? You feel though your body come to life. Sanctified by Zephim and your friends, you see yourself now though different, changed. Strong but not as gifted by the heavens. Without the seal, Michael had no use for you. You see your life continue, you fight beside, you push through, you find ways. But as you see the dark mountain loom before you, the inevitable drain of entropy, there is something missing here. Something that you were not ready in your life. Seeing this end, seeing this death, you missed something. Because this was inevitable where you would die.
I want to see if I refuse to break the staff.
You feel, having succeeded con save, you push in creation. And as rather poetic, being a prophet of this god of creation, having that blessing, you allow creation to move just a little bit. You see resilience, you see pushback. You do not break the staff. You see Michael take you, a prisoner in war. Weeks, months, years go by in a blink of an eye in this demi-plane. Time is moving differently. Eventually, Michael finds the right combination of word as a servant of heaven for you to break the staff. When you do so, Michael does not lay his hands upon you though. Instead, you watch as he simply takes his hand outward and pushes you into the now opening cage of Lucifer. As in this time, Michael has readied the remaining seals, and once you broke yours, the 6th and 7th were broken in quick succession, and you see yourself watching from a cage meant for the youngest seraphim, as a holy war is played before you, and you watch Elizabeth, Bob, Chell, Miguel, and Tulio die trying to break you out of the cage that you hold the seal to. But these futures are not set in stone, as much can change. You only take 2 points of exhaustion, but it is still a heavy tax on your mind. All of you awaken, and you are in the path of goodness. Upon this mountaintop plateau, with the astral skies above you, your bodies ache. Your hit points have not changed, though your bodies have been worn away by the sheer blast. But you are all out.
Is Gabriel there still?
Gabriel's not here.
Is anyone there?
Is anyone here?
I say we just settle the path of goodness.
It's just you
I would
guys.
be afraid to stay
Is
here.
Fen
too
here?
long.
Oh.
Fen is here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he exhausted?
He is exhausted to the point of he is asleep. He and not faking. Like you guys can
That's
see, he is
fair.
unconscious. 4 points of exhaustion. He can't even think to be awake still.
Really hard to hide and run away, and he just kept being yoinked.
Yeah.
It was really
That's
fun.
so
To be
bad.
fair, it was fun.
The good thing is, now we can still have him show us where the where the babies are being kept.
Yep.
Yes, but the bad news is Mav's like so ready for us.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
she knows
are
exactly
good at
what we
finding
want.
the bad side of things, Julia.
Oh, you're welcome. You're not walking in completely unprepared, thinking it's gonna be easy.
I've never been 4 points of exhaustion before, so what does that mean?
Oh, you gotta love it. So 4 points of exhaustion in D&D. First means, of course, you have disadvantage on all your ability checks and attacks. It also means you have disadvantage on your saving throws, your speed is halved, and your hit point maximum is halved.
Oh, gross.
Which doesn't mean, like, it doesn't have from, like, don't worry, like, oh, I was at 1 hit point and my maximum halved. Think of it like you still have the same 2 inches of water in your glass, but your glass, instead of being a 2 liter, is now a 1 liter. Again, these can go away with long rest and other high spells, but it is very much...
How many long rests would we need if we just want to sleep it off without spells?
Right now, 4.
4?
Okay.
Do we need to just camp out for a week?
Hear me out. Who's really going to intrude on the path of goodness?
Technically,
I worry that Michael.
Yeah, that's the problem. Michael and the other angels couldn't still get in.
That's true.
They can, but will they?
I would say it's very much, it's a big question mark. They technically also could only get in because Zephon was allowing them to last time. Zephon was allowing himself to be killed by anyone, but do the rules still apply if the last god of creation is gone?
Can we ask Gabriel?
He's gone.
Gabriel's in here now. If you want to try to summon him.
Oh.
I mean, that's like the highest kind of guru that we know for like a
Might
better
be
word.
good.
I don't want to bug for a while.
I
feel bad.
know, but like, I also don't want to be stuck at 4 points of exhaustion.
And just sitting here for like 4 days hoping no one finds you. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I
fair.
mean, do you guys have a better option? I'm happy to listen to options. This is just
We
the one.
better have a really great apology ready when he shows up then.
I mean, at the very least, I have the least points of exhaustion, so I can kind of watch. You guys take a long rest, and I'll sleep it off.
I mean, just set a watch rotation.
Set a watch, because if Moses has the least, Elizabeth still has hit points, and then you're starting to get at least hit points back.
Yeah.
Because the next time you long rest, you lose the half hit point, so you would be gaining all your hit points back.
Okay, that's good at least.
I just need 1 long rest, and I'm back up to my full. Because I'm only at 2.
Yeah.
I'll also say, with like influencing creation and all this going on, I went from like Dreamworks, Prince of Egypt Moses, to now it's like Charlton Heston, 10 Commandments Moses, like the white hair and beard.
I like that, yeah. Seeing the death of creation has just given that shock to your system.
Yep.
It's cool.
Don't go the way of Chief Tani.
Yeah.
Don't let the stress get to you.
So, I mean, I'm down to do that. Do we want to ask Gabriel anything? I mean, we
He's
don't
not
have
here.
to. I know, but
It's
we
the idea. Do you summon him
do
to...
we summon
Yeah.
him to see if he can help, or do we long rest as much as
Possible.
for a
Let's-
couple days and then see?
Let's at
I would
least
just
sleep
wanna
on it
camp here
once
for a
and
week
see
and
what
long
we
rest.
want to do in the morning.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. At least take 1 night and then see, do we talk to Gabriel? Do we keep
I
camping?
have several
do we
questions,
move?
actually.
Mhm.
First, do we know if this is like... What's the time difference of this plane of existence wherever we are versus the other planes we've
That's
been
a
in?
good question.
Yeah, wait, I don't want to sit here for a week and then be like, oh, you were gone for a year.
Moses, how long did it take when you talked to Zephon last time you were here?
40 days.
40 days and 40 nights.
That's a good estimate.
Oh no.
Okay.
But did it feel like 40 days and 40 nights to you? We don't know. It's...
So this could be... We
This
could
could be-
spend too
could
much
be
time
really
here.
good or really bad. Or, who knows?
My
Okay.
question is, if we spent 1 long rest, is that the equivalent of 40 long rests?
Probably not. I'll pop that bubble.
My other question is, if we're considering camping out for downtime, so to speak, remind me how much downtime it takes to get a level?
Be a month.
Currently, right now, 30 days.
Okay.
I don't want to be stuck here for 30 days.
Was it Sam's campaign where he let us do like a week?
Yeah, Sam was a week because it was when you were ready to level up. It was that you could, yeah. I use some of those variant D&D rules where once a campaign you can spend downtime and gold to level up.
Just because I think like 2 other parties have done that already. So I was
Yeah,
like, we could jump to level 9.
Dreamworks decide, and it just means they can't do it when you're close to level 20. If you know rare candy and Pokemon, it's helpful when you're at level 99. At level 6, it's great, but it's kind of nicer when you're at the higher levels because, like, great, we don't have to like work for that one.
Yeah.
I don't know. But again, it's up to you guys. But it does sound like you guys at least want to take at least one long rest now,
Yeah. One
because
long
then
rest.
it gives a better idea of maybe what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Moses, go ahead and just give me a quick perception check then before we officially click those long rest buttons.
Alrighty.
At least we don't have to make those frickin' con saves.
Perception, you said?
Yeah, wouldn't it suck
Is
if
he
you
still
pitch?
disadvantage for perception as well?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So that is a 22.
At disadvantage.
Now
Oh,
go to
disadvantage.
Yeah,
That's right.
because-
I was waiting for it because I want to see. So
That's a 13.
13.
Still not bad.
That could have been much worse.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. So my
The stars shift. I think Moses, as everyone, please hit the long rest button. So now you all have 3 points of exhaustion. Moses, you only have 1 left. Moses, it's an odd feeling to know the God who led you out of the wilderness, who has given you power and direction in your life, is gone. But the stars are still shining. The feet are still on the mountaintop, so to speak. The friends around you still breathe in their sleep as you sit around this campfire. The world hasn't stopped. And maybe in that there's a clue. And you think it has nothing to do to demean any of the power of Zephram or the importance of what you've done and will do, but there is much in the universe besides one God who decided to give up. And in this small demi-plane, maybe it's just that last blessing and miracle that nothing molests or makes you afraid here. As you all sleep is instantaneous. You wake up feeling just as exhausted as before. It's as if you didn't sleep, but you all have now your full complement of hit points back. You're only at 3 points of exhaustion, which means you're just dealing with half speed and disadvantage on all your checks, abilities, and saving throws. Moses, you only have to deal with just the ability checks right now. And you all look fine. You don't look older. Moses is the only one who looks noticeably changed, but all of you are still looking pretty okay.
Can I try something?
Yeah, what do you want to try?
Can I reach out to Uriel? I wonder if the shift from Zephram to Gabriel changed Uriel's.
Go ahead, give me a religion check.
Oh wait, at disadvantage. Oh man, 8.
You don't feel a response, and that's the worst non-answer. Of
Yeah.
Great. Is it changed or is it
In
not?
his defense, it probably wasn't the greatest prayer. So
It wasn't great. Yeah. Right. Uriel. Ow. I mean, how are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like those prayers. when
Feeling
you
the
pray,
bruise. Yeah.
You can't make words. You just go.
Yeah, you roll out of bed and you're like, I feel like I kind of want to pray this morning. Maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell, right? I think is you're not in a great spot, but it could have changed, but it could have not.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You guys want to keep resting, or do you want to try reaching out to Gabriel in this moment?
Did you attune to the necklace?
Yeah, I'll say I spend the long rest.
During the long rest.
That's a good idea. Okay.
Smart.
Tuning
Very
not
smart.
that far off.
Because we don't know how much time is passing outside of this semi-plane, I think I want to get out of here.
I'm just.
But the question then is, where do we go? Because if we want to go back to Shadowfell, I don't feel comfy resting there.
I would say
After
Moses,
what
you know
happened
for a
with the
fact,
Giants?
you will be going back to Shadowfell. The Path of Goodness is not a teleport. It's wherever you have entered, you will exit the same.
I'm scared of being this exhausted in Shadowfell.
Me too.
I am too. Yeah.
So we could
Disadvantage
take
on everything.
and half speed.
And half speed.
So we could
Do
take
either
one.
of our cleric dippers have, what would we need for this? Like greater restoration?
Greater Restoration is how you get rid of points of exhaustion.
Anybody have greater restoration?
Spell,
Not a
isn't it?
chance.
That is a 4th
Not
level
high
spell.
enough, yeah.
You have to be a 9th level. No,
And
you have to be a 7th level full caster to have access to it.
I don't have greater restoration, I have lesser.
Because I don't think you get it
Yeah.
until you can
I'll
get
get
some
lesser.
magical secrets at 9th level, or is it 11th for bard? It's one of those.
I
It's
didn't think we did, but I figured I would double check.
Yeah.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
What
So does
else
that
is
mean
on-
we just kind of have to stay
like-
here and
so we
What
could
else is
try to
around
pray to
us?
Gabriel and see if he could like help
Right
us
now,
out and maybe even make
Just
sure
an expansive
Could he
map. Like this
change?
spot that you're on, it just kind of seems to
where we
set.
go.
And it's very much that like not AI gen, but the landscape does seem to become infinite at a certain
Gotcha.
I don't know what that
Yes.
would require.
August.
Yeah.
Hannah had a good question of if we are able to talk to Gabriel, could he change where we pop out of the Path of Goodness?
That's a fair point. If Gabriel's got a creation, does he have a bit of say now?
I mean, I think at this point, because we're worried about how much time is passing,
Yep.
I think it might be smart to pray to Gabriel. If we don't get a response, we don't get a response, but at least we tried.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with
Yeah,
that?
who wants to pray? And I would say whoever's praying can have someone with a religion bonus give a help action.
Who's in
Who's
the best
religious?
standing with Gabriel?
And also has a good religion check.
Yeah.
Ironically enough, the prophet has a +0 to religion.
You do get to add your
Yeah,
wisdom
plus
instead of
6.
intelligence.
Yeah,
at
so Nick
least.
has a
It's
plus
true.
6 to religion.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Nick
I
is
was
religious.
favor
Bob is
of
religious.
We'll have the
song.
tomato pray.
Well, could you give him,
I can
After
give
you're
him a
able to
bardic.
do another one?
could Moses give him a help action?
Moses
I'll
could
give him
help
a bardic.
So
action,
then
yeah.
it would just be
Can I
flat
guidance him?
disadvantage.
And guidance. Yes, this is
Okay.
not a split second. It's all of you together are.
So that means you get to make it flat instead of disadvantage.
you are each
Yep.
helping guiding bardic.
Yep.
Yes, this is a group
So
thing.
flat with
I
a
just
D8
warmed
and a
up.
D4.
This one will be better, I promise.
Uriel's prayer was the morning prayer. This is the like
Oh.
before breakfast.
Should you not have promised?
No, that's a good roll.
Oh,
Okay, good.
my goodness.
So yeah, the help action keeps it flat, so we're not disadvantaged.
With the guidance
And a bardic.
and a bardic.
So D and
D8,
D4.
33.
What was your regular? What was your
So
flat?
my flat roll was 17 plus my 6 plus the bardic and the inspiration.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank heaven.
You love
Or
to see it.
Bob.
I would like to ask for you, Nick, what do you think this prayer looks like for Bob to Gabriel?
Hey Gabriel, we have a couple questions for you. We have some ideas that we would like to throw your way, get some insight on. If you could come on down here and just visit with us for a little while, we'd appreciate it.
Before
Just the
you,
classic voicemail, like.
Before you are finished speaking, you hear, I am here. All of you stop, turn. Gabriel is standing behind you.
How are you doing, Gabriel?
I do not believe I am doing anymore. I simply am.
Alright.
Fair enough. We have some ideas and some questions about how you might be able to help us with our current situation.
Interesting.
If it would please your godship.
So he pulls out, kind of nowhere, a simple,
That's what I thought.
inverted, donut-looking star of power and light. He kind of holds it. I too have ideas. I hold in my hands the primordial essence of the grace of the God of creation. I have been mulling it over, as they say. You see, he kind of closes his hand, the grace disappears.
For the record, we are sorry about that. We
Yeah.
didn't exactly know
Yeah.
how it was going to go down when we called you.
We just
Yeah.
knew that we
That was
would
kinda
have
sprung on all of
rather
us.
had you hold the power versus
Anyone else.
Yeah.
Logically, it makes sense. Lucifer gaining the grace of God would have broken free immediately. Michael with the grace would have started the war, and Mab with the grace would have become a bit of a, Sinbad calls them nuisances.
That's surprisingly nice compared to the other words you have learned from Sinbad.
Yeah.
Yes, I never said they were all bad.
Anyways,
We do apologize. We were in a bit of a pickle.
I don't believe you can apologize for asking someone to kill their father. But after my father abandoned myself and my brethren, and he's not been acting like fathers, or at least humans fathers do. Nor has he been acting like elvish fathers or orc fathers. But I suppose that was his role as a godly father. You see Gabriel kind of stomps. What are your ideas?
Well, since if we leave here, we'd be right back in the Shadowfell, and we're all still pretty weak after what happened.
You are mortals. He snaps his fingers. All of you lose all your points of exhaustion. All your hit points are completely back.
Oh my god! I told you it was a good
He now has got.
I was so worried he was gonna be very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
You see,
For the record, it was my idea.
right. I forgot you can't heal yourselves quickly.
Yeah, that was much appreciated.
I suppose my first act as a keeper of godly grace should be to help.
Alright. So, now that we're kind of healed up, do we want to see if you could drop us where, like, all the kids are that the changelings replaced?
Oh, just drop us straight there.
Can he do that? Can you do that?
We want.
Now, you would be asking me, though, then to act against other beings of creation.
Yeah, that
I
might
do
be a
not
little
believe
dangerous.
I should interfere like a father shouldn't stop two children from fighting to show favoritism, but to keep two children from hurting themselves is preferable.
That's fair.
I cannot start fights, but I can stop them.
I make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
And the way that I'd like to phrase it is,
This dude.
instead of viewing it as us fighting with them, there are already creations that are in bondage right now that we're seeking to free.
This is kind of Moses' thing normally, but
I think, yeah, go ahead and make
That
a
was the older
persuasion
sibling
check.
bullying the others.
yes,
Yeah.
we'll go.
Let my baby.
Oh, yeah, nope, that's in that one.
I will give you
now,
advantage. I have persuasion.
I'll allow it, yeah, sure.
Okay. That's better than a nat one.
Oh.
Would a guidance help?
I will always take a guidance if
It's only a
available.
D4, but
Hey, sometimes it's one.
sometimes,
make a break.
yeah.
Jesse, do you want to speak?
Dirty 20.
Nice.
That's much better.
On a
than
dirty
that
20, you
one.
see Gabriel. Those children are in peril. And what of the children in China being attacked by the Vikings? What about the children of far, far away who are under curfew? What about the people of different lands? There is much suffering, and I hear them all now very clearly. I do not know how to intervene safely. And if I am to be a god, once again you see he pulls out that inverted star of light. What will I be the god of? I am not my father. You see he closes. I can assist, but I will not tip the scales of fate. That is not my domain.
Alright.
That sounds
That's fair
fair.
enough.
So do we want
It was a higher perspective.
Yeah.
to see
Yeah.
if he can drop us off somewhere in our realm?
Or do we want to just
We're already
take Fen and go to
Yeah.
Shadowfell?
I mean, I think at this point, I would.
Because my
rather
only
do
thing
that.
is like, we were the party that then got closest, and I don't think anyone else ever will then
Yeah.
do the changeling thing if we don't do it now.
I mean, Mab's on high alert. How many people are even going to get in?
Could, if you are willing not to. What was it? You didn't want to tempt fate, is essentially
Tip the scales.
to the scales. But you'll aid us in some way that would make it so that way you aren't technically involved. I mean, not
To try
technically,
to
but
act like my father.
obviously involved.
To provide miracles for all sides, and to act as if nothing has truly happened, but everything important must have happened.
create a distraction for Queen Map, or at least help us figure out how to create a distraction, so that way we can slip in and out without Queen Map's high alerting itself. Without a lack of better words.
Honestly, even
I'm the messenger of the hosts of heaven. I have never been one for distractions.
Also fair.
Yeah.
could you release us in a part of the Shadowfell that isn't immediately hostile to us?
This question does perplex me as I see
Oh,
and
gosh.
all of Shadowfell is danger.
How lovely.
In which
The
case,
least dangerous
perhaps. Here's what he will do. Gabriel will extend his hand, touch each of you on your foreheads, and offer you both greater invisibility and pass without trace.
Oh my gosh, that's
Okay,
huge.
I'm ready to go.
This
That is
will
very
last
huge.
for 1 hour.
Okay.
Move quickly. After which time, you see at this point he stops. Not like last time. You get the feeling he once again is hearing something. I am still a servant under Michael. This was the purpose of my creation, and he has issued command for me to return.
Oh.
I will try to see how I can help in the future.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michael.
Let us,
Gabriel.
Oh.
let us know what you
Michael!
decide you're going to be the god of.
I do not
Just out of
know.
curiosity, who would be in charge of heaven if Michael died?
If Michael died, the immediate right of succession passes to Raphael.
Do
Do
we
we
like
like-
Have we
Raphael?
interacted?
We
with
haven't.
him
We don't
before?
know him.
Raphael is my younger brother. Technically,
Oh,
Michael is my
younger
older.
brothers.
I am the second brother, but Raphael is the warrior of heaven. He is second to command the hosts. Should Raphael die, then it would fall to Uriel the Butcher, though he has lost that right according to Michael. Then it would fall to me.
Although if Michael isn't there, has he still lost the right?
Michael is still very much alive.
We are very aware of that.
Yes, we know. Sorry. That's not what I meant. It's
So
all
you
good.
stop. I must go to first hide the grace of God, and then to answer to Michael.
Alright.
Thank you so much for your help.
As you kind of turn to say it, he's already gone.
Damn.
If he gets killed, goes to meet with Michael. Michael just stabs him. Like,
That's what I'm
That's why he's hiding God's grace.
That's why he might be hiding that grace.
yeah.
A
Oh yeah.
question. I'm totally down to go get the babies, but as a party, how are we going to transport the babies out of there?
I was just thinking of that.
Honestly,
I mean,
I'm guessing that there's a way to mass release the
There
babies.
has to be.
Button just like
Perhaps
auto-release.
a lot of storks.
What gives you that idea?
Well, then,
Nicole?
I don't
That's
know.
ridiculous.
how many babies do we know of that have been taken? As
We
of
know that
right
there are
now,
at least
5?
dozens.
There's the real
Dozens,
Shen.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
there's
heard the word dozens
many.
thrown around.
Yeah.
You know for like a confirmed 8, I believe, if my counting's correct.
But last we checked, we do have enough arms between all of us for 8 babies.
Yeah.
And do we leave Finn there?
There's
Throw 3
6.
harnesses. Okay, but
Six
genuine.
I
party
feel like at
members,
this
and
point-
we can hold 12 babies total. Fen can help us out, and we can get 14 babies.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
Speaking of, yeah.
but honestly,
Speaking of Fenn, how's he reacted to this whole let's all go
As
back to
you all kind of like turn for the first time in a day or so. Really, no shit. Fen notices the eyes looking at him. Just,
Are you good? This is a lot.
I'm sorry. You want my opinion now? You didn't want my opinion when God was dying. You didn't want my opinion
you
when
were
an
running
angel
away.
was asking about who becomes the next God of
You
creation.
were running
didn't want
away, and I was dead for
Yes.
most of that.
Yeah. Notice how I ran away and lived, and you kept dying.
Notice how we're talking because we're both alive still.
That is because you are extremely lucky.
I am.
That has nothing to do with odds of survival.
I would argue that point.
Yes, and while you're arguing, I will run away and live.
On the bright side, the new god is not a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
So just, are we all cool?
We like our God.
Yeah.
our god.
Because we chose
And
it.
an awesome
Well,
god he reigns.
technically,
I suddenly
it sounds
feel
like
quite
he's
religious.
not a god yet because he hasn't absorbed the grace. He's just hiding it and considering whether he wants to be a god and what he wants to be god of.
You know,
Yeah.
I respect that though. 100%. I think he has every right to try and decide what he wants to do.
Sorry.
They're good, right?
Yeah, really good.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, guys.
So yeah, if you guys leave back Shadowfell, but you have an hour of
Greater
invis
invisibility
and
passive
passive
trace.
trace.
Yep.
So you have
Was
it.
it cast on Shen?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
good.
I'm like,
I do the thing where when you're all invisible, I allow you to kind of see each other because it's that like, because
Thank
we're all
you.
invisible. We're all in this different
We're all
spectrum of
on
light.
this
Okay, with that question then, if anyone else is invisible, do we see them or is it just
No, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
party
just
thing.
the one.
I wanted to make sure.
But also then they don't see us.
Right, I understood that if they can't see us, we can't see them kind of thing. I just wanted to make sure that like you weren't being sneaky over there.
Unless a creature has true sight or see invisibility, it's the only way to.
I do also have detect evil and good. If we're curious if something's around us. that we can't
Although
see.
I wonder if that'll just like ping everywhere in Shadowfell, if that makes sense. And like
You're
Yeah.
not
the
wrong,
very environment is
Shadowfell.
evil. I don't know.
Pretty
It is
sure
the
the air
reverse
is
of the
evil.
fate.
You can find anyone good.
Hi.
Anyway, so
So
I'm
I-
ready to go whenever the party is.
I'm
Alright.
You know, August just a heads up that may have a couple more times.
You're
He's
good.
teething
Oh.
hardcore right now.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
In which case, you guys can descend back from the Path of Goodness into Shadowfell. I would like a group stealth check. Remember, you all now have advantage and a plus 10 to a stealth check.
Plus our regular bonus.
Plus your regulars.
Thank goodness for advantage.
This is gonna be disgusting.
Hey, why did I roll on? Dang it. Oh well.
Oh.
That's fine. One of them.
My first roll was a 2, and then my second roll was teetering on the 1, and then
12 plus
over to
1,
19.
16 plus 10.
My
26.
gosh.
So that is 31 for me.
31, 26.
37.
Josh,
30, 20.
dirty 20.
24.
So the lowest was a 20. That's crazy.
It would have been a 10.
That would have been deadly for everyone.
Yep.
So, Fen has to roll.
Gotta love the heavy armor.
Well, it's not even that. I have a plus 5 to stealth. I rolled a 5
Oh my.
on
Yeah,
advantage.
you got synthetic 30. You guys descend back down into Shadowfell. The air immediately is ripe with tension as moving into this underground area once more. The rock and shadow and mist swirl, but beings now move here with greater purpose. The shadows move. No longer do they seem mystic or ambiguous. Creatures move in the dark here quickly. Things fly overhead, move underground to points that vibration is felt. Shadowfell is abuzz right now. If that's due to the case of Zephim's demise or from what Mab is feeling, it's hard to tell. Could be the same side of the coin. As you move through, Fen will continue leading you. As he says, we're lucky we might be able to get close to the Changeling Clutch. But if we only have an hour, we will still have a good 15 minutes of possible interruption before we truly reach the entrance to the caverns where they are kept. As you are approaching ever closer to the lands through the Shadowfell, at one point you do see what seem to be the Death Giants striding across, moving very fast for how big
I
they are.
don't like the Death
Um,
Giants.
What? You don't like the Death Giants? What gave it away? The name? The size?
You know, it's just I have a thing against death in general.
You know?
Death.
I'm pretty sure they're still not as gross as the new thing you showed me, though.
Oh, we'll get to that.
No.
Not in this campaign, but
Not in this campaign. It's just August found something crazy the other day.
of
course he
we'll love it.
I
Moving
don't like
through
it
though,
when you make those voices.
you guys find yourselves. Shadowfell does seem to change slightly. it has started becoming a little more bioluminescent. Excuse me. Rock and crystal have started slightly glowing. You see floating through the air, there are, for those that know D&D, creatures that look very akin to flumps.
I love that. Sorry.
They're not technically flumps. They don't look like aggressive. That may be due to you being invisible, but they seem pretty similar in this strange floating design here. Eventually, Fen will lead you to a small little, like,
You can unplug the
cave.
cord. It doesn't matter unless someone's not using it. If someone's using it, don't. But the extension cord you can just pull out. We just had it in there because we were charging phones a couple minutes ago.
Fen will kind of pull you into a cave. As minutes after he pulls you in, you all feel the effects of invisibility fade away, the pass without trace, the natural cloaking of magic, as you are here now, completely visible. We have about a 15-minute headway. If we go slow, we might be able to be stealthy. But the closer we get, there will be lesser changelings guarding. They are tiny creatures. You see he kind of like makes a quick like etching it with his wandao in the rock. They are impish in nature, but they should answer to me. But if Mab has tipped them off, they already know of my betrayal. If that is the case, kill on sight, do not ask questions. Do not wait for an invitation to attack, do not reason with them. If we can sneak by them though, this will be the best case scenario. They aren't the brightest of the bunch.
Are there some of those creatures where, like, if you're not throwing magic at them, they don't take damage? I just always have to ask, because that's happened sometimes where I'll, like, stab something, and it's like, ha ha ha, you're not magical, I'm fine.
No, you can pump these little fuckers into the ravine. They'll die.
Thanks, just had to check.
They die. They very much die.
Perfect.
Anything else that we should know about them? You know, like there were a couple things I wish we knew about Queen Mab before we met her.
Or
Anything
those
else?
creatures that like.
Again, I apologize. I wasn't meaning to fight Mab or anything.
Yeah, to be fair, the goal was to avoid her.
To avoid. In general, the biggest things we need to be worried about would be, of course, the changelings. There are some trolls they may have persuaded to help guard. They're known as Gum Gum trolls, dark creatures made of rock and stone and flesh.
I think we saw those.
Hit them hard, they dislike sunlight, they turn to stone in it. Once we get to the changelings, this is where it gets even trickier. The clutch is spread out. I may not have been entirely truthful to the amount. We have stolen children for... And you see kind of like mumble something under his breath.
How many years?
Millennium?
Speak up.
How old has the world been since the last Holy War?
Since the last Holy War?
Would I have been alive for the Holy War?
Technically no. That was just before you were hatched.
How old are you again?
Like thousands. Like, again, you go back well into about the second age.
Yeah, that was
Who's older?
a few
Is it me or
millennia.
her?
Yeah.
Technically, Bob is older than Elizabeth because you were born during the Holy War.
Oh, that being the Holy War.
The Holy
Like,
War is what we know as the first age of the world. That is the
Okay.
time of Adam and his sons and the War of Heaven.
Oh.
The second
is how
age
old is
marked
the world?
with Enoch and the end of the Holy
So
War and all that.
here's my question.
Mhm.
If we take children from that time, do they go into the world and die? Because technically their bodies are dead.
No one's ever really checked.
I would hate to like steal children and just watch them.
But at the
die.
same time,
They're
they're
not
just living as babies
I mean,
for
it's true.
millennia.
But
We
I
do
would
know,
hate if maybe for a millennium.
from what we understand from Mab, should a child that has been bonded to a changeling appear back in the mortal realm, the natural magics of this realm and the food that we feed them would reverse the effect and they would grow to proper ages, sizes, powers. You wouldn't be having babies for too long. but it's hard to tell when they've been gone longer than
A normal
a
lifespan.
normal lifespan.
If there's gonna be that many,
So
is there like a switch that we flip? Like, how do we get them all back to?
I think that's
There
the
has to
point.
be
Or at
a
the
mass
very
system of delivery.
or at the very least, are they
Because-
kind of organized like the clutch with the main children we're looking for that you took in the last 40 some odd years?
Well,
I feel like that should be the priority.
I was not in management when I worked with Baby Co, as you could call it. I was a bit of a lower level, you could call me a marketing executive. I went out and got things done.
Cool. So
The clutch is spread out. It is an underground cavern where the changelings, we have a natural ability to cling ourselves to walls, and we have, and you see, he kind of etches in the wall a strange looking like circle, kind of like a flared star base, that very, not to be correct, kind of a puckered starfish looking hole thingy. It's like, these stone rings are small rifts from Shadowfell to the mortal plane. For a changeling or a baby, it's easy to pass through. They are only really like a foot in diameter, but for, of course, you see he gestures to all of you, quite impossible to get through.
Except for me.
Yeah.
You could get through, but you would have to pull a baby along with you. These small tunnel breaches are how we find the children. We put a changeling through to the mortal plane. They take one of the portals with them. They find their designated child. They bond to it, and they put it back through. To put the other babies through, I know there are other methods of teleportation, but that was never my department.
Right.
cool. So are we like breaking in and trying to find the control room, so to speak? Is that what this is gonna look
Yes.
like? Okay.
And of course, if you find the control room, you might have a chance at finding the specific children you want.
So this is a heist operation.
I'm down if you guys
I
are.
can do heists.
You
Yeah.
can do heists.
I just wish it
All
was
those
taken.
cannons would absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes. Just remember there are your human mortal children. I guess I as a DM shouldn't say human. They're technically human, elven, orcish, dwarvish, pixie.
Very
no, like
mortal.
Human
mortalkins,
mortal.
mortal babies. That's a good way to put it. You see, it says, once we get in, find the control room, find the children, grab the ones you want, and get out. I suppose.
Alrighty.
We're officially kidnapping.
No, they were already kidnapped. We're giving them back to their families.
Yes.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
More like infants.
Infant pendants.
Wait, that sounds.
I heard it. Alright, not all women.
Anyways, let's start by finding the babies.
I like
We'll
Let's go
figure
find
it
the
out.
Alrighty. As you guys get ready to go find the babies, you all turn around and Shen is gone.
Oh.
Mother effer.
Rude.
As he got you there, gave you all his information, and I just made a synthetic 20 stealth check behind the screen.
I mean, as long as he doesn't screw us over, I'm fine.
There is that theory of, again, Matt really doesn't like it.
Yeah.
It's not like he's running off to tell Mab.
Because he
Because even if he's
he's
trying to get in her good graces
Yeah.
again, she's just gonna kill him.
Oh, okay.
You
And I
don't
think
think
he's
Ma-
smart enough to know that.
I would say you have all met Mab. Mab's not the kind of person to be like, yeah, I'll totally forgive you for this one thing you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's that, like, that's fair. He can.
Yeah, like
he's
I
done
it.
don't care.
Okay, well, let's go find the control room for all these babies.
baby control. I do have heist music.
Of course, you too.
We're off on a secret mission. Totally secret scene.
What's that from?
Gallivant.
It's a great show.
I gotta finish that because I think we started watching it right
Where's
before it like
mine?
moved platforms or something, and then we
Yeah.
never finished it.
It's on Hulu now.
I love to start
Is
with
it on
this music
Hulu
if
now?
you guys know the game. It's fun. Go ahead, gang. Give me a stealth check. Start heading towards.
Are we still passive under traits? So
No,
it's
this
gone.
is that last
Would have
15
worn.
minutes.
It's like if Shen hadn't have brought you to this small little side cave, it would have worn off like.
That's a
all
natural 20.
Did you say that it's already the advantage, the passive that
It's all worn off.
All no.
Dang it.
Okay.
Because if you had
You're
stayed,
amazing for rolling
you
that.
would not have gotten there with the outfit.
Woo! That's.
Bless you.
My goodness, 18 total.
That's not bad.
I got a 6.
I got her.
I got her out, yeah. Julio's like,
Moses.
could you like bard it?
Yeah.
16.
Not sure how much that would help actually.
How much? What did Elizabeth get?
I got dirty 20.
Okay, let's give you a bardic and pray.
Okay, that's D8 from you, right?
Yes.
Could I guidance him as well?
Let's possibly. Let's wait and see. Because technically, guidance is an action right now. Still for you.
Yeah, but stealth can be a bonus action for me.
Oh.
I-
So we'll see. Let's wait and see if we need it. Because right now we have 16. How much from you, Elizabeth?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nat 20.
Nat 20 for a 30.
18.
18. So 16 is currently our lowest.
That's a 1 on the bardic.
So it's
Moses
7.
has a 7.
Should we spend that guidance?
If you want to,
Or
you
will
want to
it
keep
balance
Moses
them
a 7 and try to buff other party members for a higher majority.
What was the
Probably would be
lowest?
16
16?
from Bomb.
I can give you a D4.
I was really hoping to at least get him a
Yeah, well, with the D8, the
Yeah.
stats were on our
That
side.
is a 4. So
Nice. Perfect 20? Nice.
20. So the higher of the failed was a 7. But you had a majority for party members get 18s or higher. It does pass the majority needed of 17 or higher.
Oh, good.
Excellent.
You guys pass through, keeping to the shadows. It's very slow going. Hours are passing by. If you could walk, it was like 15 minutes, but you spend hours slowly moving through, gauging. Eventually, you see baked into the stone these square doors with intricate wrought little metal bits on the outside that you realize are hinges, little piston hinges that should open up. And every few minutes, the doors swing open as large carts pulled by umbral horses move through Shadowfell in and out of what seems to be a factory, as inside there is light and movement, every so often shuttering like flashes at a dance into Shadowfell. As the doors are opening and closing, you have the options of trying to sneak them into the door frame. You could try to grab onto one of the carts, kind of classic, hang on the underside, but the doors are just opening and closing with whatever you want to try to do with it.
That would be so cinematic, just like writing it on the bottom of the card.
I
Yeah.
would like to do either a perception or investigation check. There's somebody driving the carts and the horses, yes? Interesting.
Fully automated.
Horses, just these umbral horses. Very much,
Unless they're
imagine
invisible.
thestrals without the wings, right?
Okay.
These weird, emaciated-looking steeds seem to be pulling without drivers.
I basically want to see if there's any sort of light or something that suggests that there's like a magical checkpoint kind of thing. No, like I don't know how to describe it, but checking to see if
Magical
there's-
metal detectors.
No, not
When you
even
say
necessarily
checkpoint,
that,
like,
but
you can't-
checking
there's
like,
no
oh
checkpoints in
hey,
D&D.
do you have the right
You can't do that.
DNA signature? Like, are you of the Shadowfell?
Yeah.
Are you
How are they
Oh.
checking?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Okay,
will say-
I don't think I have good investigation.
I'll
but
give
I-
you bardic.
Altivo at this point
Huh?
will
Bardic.
stay in the shadows.
Oh, thank you.
Smart.
Altivo can't really sneak in at this point.
That's fair. I really hope we didn't end up
Does anybody
stranding
have
him
a
in Shadowfell.
horse-sized disguise kit?
19 total.
Oh yeah, those all got destroyed.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll
scary.
just, on a 19,
That's a high level spell.
you think it's simply the fact that the carts are there. There's no magic, there's no signal, there's no flash, there's no guard tower. It's these carts are appearing, and it's like, I'm sorry, and what the hell are they if not meant for here? Like, you really think something is here in Shadowfell that's not supposed to be here. It's, again, the other guarding places, so to speak, is Shadowfell itself.
They're
They
just
don't-
really cocky once you get inside.
It's that
Yeah.
They're like, how else will you ever get this deep? If you're not-
exactly.
Okay, okay.
You
Let's
have to
try
go
go
through
Their
that's
confidence
nice.
is pretty justified.
Yeah.
Awesome. Using them stealth check.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we'll make it a little cinematic. Yeah, hanging on the underside of carts, easy enough. Grabbing a few, Bob in the pocket of Moses, Miguel and Tulio under one, Shell and Elizabeth under the other. You six ride into the factory of Baby Co.
It's just weird. It's a factory. Sorry.
Yeah.
All my morals are like Hannah's morals. Elizabeth doesn't know any better.
I know,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Hannah's
Morals,
are
morals,
like
What are Hannah's morals grumpy about?
it's a factory. The babies are in a
It's a
factory.
baby
It's a
factory.
It's a
baby
baby
factory. And it's just-
It's not how babies are For some reason, it was the way it sounded like our morals were off, and I was like, I feel like this
You
makes
guys
us more validated.
doing this,
No.
saving children.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like this puts us more in the right.
The
That's
map
really
part.
Yeah.
Where it's like
Yeah.
it's a factory. Like
Factory.
babies should not be in a factory.
Like it just be yeah.
Yeah.
Granted,
I was in that the whole time too.
Moving in, you see a
Industrial
factory. As you
Revolution
all
in
drop
England.
off your carts, roll into a quick hiding spot. Inside, forges are burning, making everything. You quickly realize when they say everything, metal and pieces of cloth and glass and cotton are all coming from different conveyor belts, going through these furnaces, forges, different metalworking machines, and popping out pacifiers, baby clothes, bottles, wheelchairs, high straw, random bits and bobs that are being packaged up into boxes and shipped to different areas. You will quickly realize it's about a 3-story tall factory warehouse under here with everything going deeper. There seem to be like elevators and stairs that take you to lower levels. That whatever this area is, it's the carts are bringing in supply and basic goods, and they are churning out these orders, shall we say, these shipments. It's like a big Amazon warehouse game.
I was just saying that this kind of feels like Biomarge a little bit.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, from our Disney D&D, by and large, a hellish factory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Similar
Um,
vibes.
Baby Co. This is the top floor. You're not seeing a lot of clutch or eggs or different cribs in here. It
Is
seems
there-
pretty just
This
factory
is
floor.
manufacturing.
Yeah.
Is there like a map or like a list of what the floors are? Because I know lots of
Go ahead,
warehouses.
make me an
will-
investigation check,
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
Big directory.
That's not like you've been in enough human places. Like, I mean, any creatures like having directories.
That's an 11.
That is an 11. Elizabeth, you look around and eventually see a "you are here" sign.
With an 11, okay.
Yeah.
What was the?
You see "Welcome to Baby Co." Is written in Infernal on top. "You are here" is pointing to factory, warehouse, and fulfillment center. This is top floor. The next floor is going down. I will give you this because again, you can't walk right up, but it's you can get close as changelings in hard hats and little bright green vests are walking around. They're like moving things, and like all of you guys are noticing like some of these changelings have like model dolls of like baby orcs, humans, and like are testing them and things. So like they'll put the like doll into a diaper, test it, and like give thumbs up to take the doll out and throw the diaper away or put it up. Like again, it's a test center, fulfillment center. Elizabeth, you kind of look at the map. Top center, factory, warehouse, fulfillment center. Next level down, you have marketing. Next level down, you have sales. I should say, technically, marketing and advertising.
Why don't they have a sale? Sorry.
There's a sales department.
I'm confused. Why do they have sales?
Next up, you have what's called production. That is the 4th floor down. You're not sure what production means,
Yep,
but
we're not gonna ask.
we're not gonna ask.
I'm just gonna
Well,
skip
thanks
right
for
over.
putting that image in
It's
my
a baby
head.
factory.
Baby Factory.
He's the one who made it weird.
I do make it weird, don't I? After production, though, the 5th floor down is simply labeled nursery.
Oh, that sounds like where babies would be found.
The
Yeah.
next floor down is oh my gosh. Sorry, I just had like a stroke, I swear. All the words just deleted from my head. After nursery is the final level, which is mid-level, high-level employment opportunity HR CEO offices.
Wow, that was about to
Like an office.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's the that's like a true office space, cubicles, everything HR, like where stuff is technically run from. Also, and IT. They have an IT department.
Of course.
So it really is like a little business.
It's business.
Yeah.
I wonder how you can buy things. Do they use mortal money or do they have their own little types of money?
Do they have like an
takers?
online center? Is it like you have to know someone?
This is the
Yeah.
dark web right here.
This is the dark web.
This is the
There you go.
this is the darkest time.
It's the darkest time.
Okay, anyways, we should go to probably the nursery guys.
Yeah, let's just jump right to the nursery.
Awesome. Go ahead. I would like another group stealth check then. To start heading down the floors through elevator, stairwell, just kind of like making your way down to the nursery level.
It's much better. 17.
17. Love to see it.
That was almost an 18. I rolled over to the 2.
Oh.
It was on the 18, and then I was like,
Chell
nope.
got a nat 19 for a total of like 24, I think.
Yeah.
I got a total of 6.
23.
Yeah.
23.
No, Chell without armor has like a 20 AC.
Yeah, because she's in
It's
this.
grody.
It's disgusting.
24.
24.
Sorry, what was
Stealth.
Portal's partner?
I got
That is
buddy
a
in my
13.
campaign who's playing a wizard turtle.
So
with
the
a 19 AC.
So if I give Tulio a bardic, that would be
it
the
would
best
make
way to
your
use it.
lowest besides a
6.
6 something better than 13.
16.
Okay.
I rolled a 3 on the d20 and a 3 on the bardic.
Can you still guidance yourself if you do bonus action stealth?
Can I?
Yes, you can, because that's how rogues work. Just go
16 plus 2 is an 18. We got
18.
there.
That's good.
What's going to be that DC 17 set right now for moving in throughout the factory without being noticed.
That was close.
Yes.
It gives you a resounding majority again, which is what you want.
So it felt so pitiful to roll a 3 on the d20 and a 3 on the bardic.
Three in the party.
Oof.
You guys head down. You quickly catch an elevator, slip in, hit the button. I would say like you just kind of keep your finger on the door close, to keep you going floor to floor. Don't let anyone stop.
Nope.
Don't want to raise the alarm. Moving down through, there's no electronic numbers to really tell you what floor you're on. In fact, a lot of this feels very magically inclined. But eventually, you feel this lift coming to a standstill. The stone doors crunch open, and you all move to exit. Miguel, you quickly grab Tulio before Tulio steps into a 400-foot drop.
Oh my gosh.
Stretching before you, many lengths of a football field, high and low, is a spider web of stone structure. Columns of stalactite and stalagmites stretched in and around like a giant stone spider web in this huge cavern nursery. And hanging from golden ropes, each with a little cradle, are infants.
This is one of the most surprising things I can think of.
At least they were taking care of their babies.
There are hundreds in here. And you can tell because from this distance, like lice moving through hair follicles, there are little things crawling along the rocks, slipping down, climbing back up. There are maid changelings moving in around here, taking care of the infants here, holding small baskets, things. Every so often, you do see, though, changelings moving with what might be infants in their hands, up and down ropes, other ways. But it's all pretty far away now. Now that you're not immediately walking out, like Tulio, you're in no danger of falling. You guys see it's just a very thin stone ledge to your right that you would have to start sidling along to enter this room and start climbing around.
Is there any kind of like computer system?
Or even like a name tag on the cradles.
Yeah, because I mean they have to have this organized by some way.
Gotta be organized somehow, yeah.
Just look for a white peacock. We'll find Shen that way.
Yeah, right? Well, and that's the thing. If you only want to go to it would be, I would let you know, a much higher, it's going to be a DC 21 stealth check for you all to go, versus you could send maybe one of your crew for a lower DC to try to get bearings of, like a plaque or a name.
I can stealth.
You all push
Oh,
Tilly
Because I
over.
don't roll another 3.
I'll give you a
I
bardic.
will-
Oh,
before you-
thank you.
You can only carry one at a time.
But you can then give the help action.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I can do this. So I have an advantage.
yes, you have advantage. I'll let you know instead of a 21, it's only a DC 17 again.
Oh,
it's
okay.
not
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, groups were 17,
So
but
yeah, as
in
long as I
here,
don't roll another
it's more
3.
because this is a pretty high traffic area
Oh
for
yeah, how's
employees.
a 29?
Makes sense.
29?
Heck
Well,
to
so
the yes.
my higher die was a natural 19 and I got a plus 10. So
So did you use the bardic yet?
No.
nope.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
My
Thank
Julio
you.
is the man for the job when it comes to heists.
I made a rogue. I maxed out stealth.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
as you should.
Yeah,
It's really funny when people make rogues and they don't.
it is funny.
That's why. It's just funny.
You start moving through Tulio. You guys all stick to shadow, and you can keep a pretty good spot on Tulio. Like, if you know what you're looking for, it's that, like, hey, that's a much bigger thing than a changeling. But Tulio, you start moving through after a good couple hundred feet, shimming around. Because, again, you can't spider climb, so you're having to go slow and steady and move yourself along. Eventually, you find a cradle that's close enough to the rock wall that you don't have to, like, drop down. These ropes seem to be made of golden metal filaments that are woven together. They are not your traditional hemp or string. And the cradle looks pretty impressive. It is a shining silver with latches where you're no technician, Tulio. If this thing were to be jostled even a little bit, clamp. It would shut tight.
Oh.
Like, heavy shut, nothing in and out. Because again, if anything happens to these infants, their counterparts are screwed. It's a parasitic relationship. Well, symbiotic maybe to that extent, but that's morally gray. The infant you're looking at looks to be a human. You are looking at Matthias is written on. The year that is written on it is 833.
Oh, so that's a long time ago.
About 2,000 plus years ago.
Wow.
Matthias is sleeping pretty soundly.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a little silk diaper on. His kid looks no older than like maybe 5-6 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty tiny dude.
Yeah, this is
This is not the
This is
baby
a-
I am looking for.
this is another
Yeah.
layer of hell. No, I'm serious. It's thousands of years, never changing.
Do you want to make an investigation check, Tulio, to try to maybe like find infants of importance, or
Well, because
You
here's where I'm torn. It's not like I get the idea of confirming where the like important ones that we know of are, but also that unless we find some sort of quick release mechanism for all of them, like I don't know how we're gonna get them all out without immediately like.
Yep.
So they have to have checks, right? Of like, oh, if one of the cradles goes empty, and probably someone will notice before we finish trying to break them all out
And
individually.
plus, if you're like trying, if they jostle.
So I guess it's that
you
very
can't
much-
even take 'em out.
Well, I could probably do like a sleight of hand to not jostle it, but again, it's that it would take me so long to track down every individual infant one at a time.
hundreds in here?
Yeah. So it's that like, could I make the investigation check, but for more of the like, is there any way to like get them out all at once? Or,
An
like,
investigation for further information.
yes.
Yep. I like it.
Unless I like wasn't paying enough attention during the different floors, did one of those sound like it could have the control room vibes?
The bottom one, yeah, because that's HR.
IT.
Oh, but HR is human
IT.
resources, which is more like
Yeah.
hiring
Well,
and
so I was
stuff.
also
There's-
saying
But
like
what
the
about
control
IT?
room and like IT.
HR,
and, like,
IT,
yeah.
CEOs,
CEO.
mid-level
So that
management,
is very
high management,
possible,
upper management.
But I would also argue that
Um,
there's probably a smaller control room for this kind of operation.
I think I'll investigate where I am to see what I can find here, and then kind of back to the drawing board with these guys based on whatever information
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
get.
so we make that check.
In the elevator trying to keep it angry.
That's gonna be bad.
You have a bardic. You have a bardic.
I do have a bardic, but I also have crappy investigation. So I don't know if I want to waste a bardic when what I have right now is a 5.
Oh.
So the most I could get would be what, like a 13 if I rolled an 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough.
I don't think I would use it just because a 13 it's not as high as you would think you would need in order to find anything.
I mean, it could probably still give me something if I broke a 10, just for like what's the base information I can bring back to you guys.
Yeah.
So I might, just because also it's like I don't know when else I'm gonna use it.
That's true.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
That's the perfect 8, so that's a 13.
Okay.
13.
Ne-
Julio, in this room, there is no organization. There is absolutely no rhyme or reason. It's as if they were just throwing babies in cradles, latching them into ropes, sticking them into a wall here, and walking away.
Mhm.
It seems to be just complete and utter chaos
Completely haphazard.
because it is complete and utter chaos. There is no rhyme or reason because next to Matthias, you look over and you see little next page on my list. Diedrich Wolfenhardt from 3219,
So
which is
not
pretty
even like
recent.
in timely order.
Not
at all.
even in time order, not even in
It's completely
Right,
random.
complete chaos. As if the only ones that know who they are the people who needed to put them there.
And so I'm going to assume there's not going to be any sort of then logbook because it's like no organization means no record of organization in terms of like finding where they were put. Like,
At least here, in this room, it's just chaos. It's a nursery.
So if there is a control room, it's probably elsewhere.
yeah.
Just great.
So I say I will bring that back to you guys. Be like, hey, I found them. Here's the mechanisms of the cradles and everything. Describe it and point out zero organization, like kids from different places, different millennia, all just kind of thrown together.
Yeah.
It would take me way too long to try and find them individually.
That makes sense.
That's just
So it's that, like, what group check can we make then to find the right place to look? Is that like a thing we can do as a party?
Was
Do
there
you really
anything
want to
that
make a
said
group check to
security?
know where to look?
I feel like you're making it really safe,
It's-
really obvious.
it's
I
gotta
feel like
be
it's gotta be
the-
where the HR, IT,
yeah.
It's gotta be
CEO.
Or
IT.
all of that.
Yeah.
Or mid-level or high-level management.
There is a management, IT, HR, and a place where a lot of information is kept.
Is that
Yeah.
I don't know
those are
how
the
more
information
obvious I can make
requirements.
that.
So let's head down.
Yeah.
Okay, this will be fun.
Just keep going down more layers of hell.
Keep going down.
Just
You know that
keep
saying
swimming,
onward
just
and
keep
upward?
swimming.
I feel like we're not flowing up.
Downward and depresso. Yeah.
Down, and the flames went higher.
You guys
Quite
head
accurate,
down.
actually.
Yeah.
As the stones open, immediately you slink off into another shadow as a strange sight will greet you. Here in the bottommost layer of Baby Co are a lot of babies. Moving
What?
Babies.
babies.
Okay.
Some more babies.
Moving in and out every which way, tiny little babies wearing tiny little suits, tiny little dresses,
Yep, here we
each
go.
of them moving around
Boss
carrying
baby.
tiny little
Dreamworks
clipboards,
is
tiny little pens, tiny little cell phones, little pagers, little laptops. Some of them have tiny little coffees, some of them have tiny little donuts. As all
Why
of
are
these
you
babies
feeding
move
babies
back and
coffee,
forth.
August?
What are they doing?
They're
with
eldritch
them?
abominations.
They
Lions.
maybe not be real babies. As
Oh my
it is a
gosh.
busy day at the office.
Wait, these aren't the little lesser changeling things Sven was talking about, are they? Because you said they're not real babies, and he said they're tiny and annoying and you can punch them.
Tiny annoying, you can punt them.
They're tiny creatures because they're babies. Oh, I see it.
Because the more uncanny valley as, well, that baby's eyes technically,
That's
he doesn't
hilarious.
have pupils, it's just irises. Well, that baby, its hair is spiraling. That baby has like 6 fingers instead of 5. That baby has like a weird set.
no.
As if AI tried to print a little baby image
You hate
into
it, but
these.
you love it.
These are changelings that have yet to maybe link completely
Yeah.
with their hosts. Moving
Wow.
through a lot of little cubicles, a lot of little stuff, and it's a busy day at the office, gang. What do you want to try to do next?
Like you, August.
I don't like me either, don't worry.
Fenn did say to kill on sight.
He just...
But how many are there?
You're guessing, I mean, you know business. Like right now on this floor,
I think he also said sneaking would be the best option.
It's true.
Yep.
there's no more like big elevators, but there are, shall we say, a little bit of floors here. Like you're noticing
There
like
a big red button that says
there's some
release the babies.
stairwells up to like on this level you're realizing this is like a call center area, IT, like people. There are like some quick stairwells leading to tinier upper floors that you could be like, okay, mid-management, HR, CEOs, like there's about like 4 mini levels here, but the elevator is what took you to this area.
Oh, gross! I think we're gonna listen to that debate and just like shove him by the face. Like, no.
Oh my god, it's
He
absolutely
was like, does it make you and Joe and I'm again? And I'm like, no, the opposite.
Love it.
You gotta lighten the mood somehow.
Gotta lighten the mood before we think about our terrible implications of
Yup.
baby
God.
Alright, who's ready to kick some babies?
Oh my god! I would like to search for a big red button that says release the cradles.
Within, this probably could be about yay high at most. Like, let's be honest, it's
Fair.
probably this high.
And
So they can all reach
it
it.
has some sort of cover so that we don't accidentally smack. Short attention span.
Woo!
Excellent.
Well, they're not real babies.
You know what I mean?
Mentally.
All right. Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You want to search for a big red button? Give me an investigation check.
If I roll a 20, will it actually be a big red button?
I'm gonna tell you that.
Nat 20. I'm kidding.
That would have been awesome.
It would have been great. It's gonna be crappy. It's gonna be a 7.
A 7.
I am Murph, guys.
Investigation's one of those hard ones that you don't think about until you're actually using it.
Yeah, I only enjoy that
Well, I've
when
built
I'm
characters
playing
that
a
have been
wizard.
really good at investigation.
Then I've got great investigation.
Aurora had
Excellent.
investigation
Here's-
to druid.
Where's my?
She got a +7.
Don't know why it's not working. Here we go.
Holy flippin' day, that scared me.
Oh, that's fine.
You're good. Just do a very boxed in up there.
Yeah, literally.
Holy.
So I find nothing. You guys can do stuff now.
There's no big red button to release all babies. If you could guess as much.
It would have been way too easy if that was the case.
Yeah.
Although we would have been very grateful for that.
I mean,
Is
you
there
always
a
gotta try
directory
for
on
the
this
Beardsley
floor?
20.
There's no director is what you're saying now. You wonder if it's because technically by the time you're here you should know.
Actually, I would argue that there would absolutely be plaques, at least on the most important doors, for self-important individuals who are very proud of their standing in the company.
Yeah, plaques, but no directories.
Okay.
So we could look for plaques and see if we see anything that looks promising.
So in the middle area, is it mostly cubicles and then there's offices around the outside?
Very standard for a business
Then
place, yeah.
offices around the outside.
Exactly. Yep.
Bob, you want to go in and lead a baby uprising?
What?
Hey,
Look at the tomato! Look at the tomato!
Look at the tomato! All these changeling baby things.
Oh, you guys are.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that. that sounds weird.
This is how Bob gets his army.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
dude,
inspired the
Nick
people
always
in
goes to the
Egypt
army.
that can do babies too.
Bunch of 6-month-olds tottering after Bob, like, yeah.
Oh, they say you don't belong. They say you're not good enough.
Yeah, no, you guys can start slowly moving around the outside. You're finding a lot of plaques. different areas for supervisors, secretaries. You're seeing some like IT head managers. You're seeing some call center manager offices. You're realizing that on this first floor, there's no one really of importance, nor is there any IT big stuff on this little mini floor. At least until you work your way around back to this elevator/stairwell area.
So should we go down to the next level?
What do you guys think exactly what we're looking for? We have an idea, but is there like
Hang on, when you say down to the next level, is this like one that wasn't on the directory? I thought we were already at the
So-
lowest level.
The office level has like sub levels.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. They gotta make it complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say unless we think there's like a directory hidden in one of the offices or important like paperwork that we want to like search for.
I was so scared.
Paperwork, printers, people.
I think the most likely places would be IT, or if there's anything that says security, then
Or IT, security, or like management of the nursery, like maybe it's operations or something like that.
Yeah, so it's unless somebody
Could be one of
wants
those
to search
higher middle
offices, I'm down
management
to.
kind of
let's go
positions.
down further.
Yep.
Go right.
Down another layer of hell.
You walk the
Yeah.
little stairwell down. Middle management area. This is a lot of office areas. You're noticing there's some bigger, like, open, like, conference rooms in here, more towards the middle. A lot of other corner offices around. In this floor, you are starting to see IT workers, though. There are some areas, the side offices, middle offices of people with what you would assume to be computers, but they are large, arcane, runic, just polygons that are moving in and out of each other that like goblins are pulling, and you're realizing it's stuff like scrying going on, pushing out sight, some minor spell work, abjurative magic of protection and enchantment, just a lot of that stuff going on.
Are there any of these computer device things that are not currently in use? That are
All
left
of the
unattended?
it seems to be a pretty middle of the workday kind of vibe right now. No one's taken lunch on this floor, at least. In fact, you've been here a couple hours. You don't think you've seen anyone take lunch.
They've all got bottles.
If we were to gain access to one of these devices, do we think we'd be able to figure out how to utilize it? Because I had the dark thought of like, I bet if I did like a sneak attack and rolled a good enough stealth, I could like just come behind one of these and like murk it and steal its computer, and hopefully have no one notice.
It's possible.
If we want to try and figure out one of these computers that might have access to the systems.
The question is, do you know how to use a computer?
Well, the idea is
all of us
to
can help figure it out.
Because if you take out one of these workers in their side offices and you all rush into the office, close the blinds, and go, let's work as quickly as possible.
I mean, I'm down if you guys are.
Yeah.
I don't have a better plan.
Okay.
You just gotta take it out fast.
Yeah.
No hesitation.
I
Ring
hate this
That's
so
the point of a
much.
sneak attack. I get 46 and I can stamina points for max damage.
Back to the
I
yes.
love it.
Excellent. In which case,
And
Tulio,
Fed said they are extremely puntable.
would you please make me a stealth check to try to punt at me?
And by punted, I mean stab it with my natural dagger.
When I say punt the child, I mean stab it.
Oh, that's a natural 14. Let me pull out my attack modifier really quickly.
This is so awful.
Oh yeah, 23.
Nice.
Yeah, you're good.
And I stamina pointed, so...
That was your stealth, though, right? Or
Oh, right.
yeah,
wait.
for stealth.
So that is a 24.
Yes, 24 stealth.
Now I
You
get to attack.
Entering. Now you may roll to
With
attack.
advantage.
With advantage.
And I'm stamina pointed.
And your stamina pointed.
Yeah, that is a 23 what it would have been.
You look around this little office area. The arcane runic glow. There's this baby that has 10 fingers on one hand, 3 on the other. When he opens his mouth, he doesn't have any teeth. It's just kind of that like very AI baby look. who's in there like typing at runic stones. Little corner, there's like a picture of like this baby and two other babies, arms around.
Oh my gosh.
It's got a poster of what looks to be a pit demon hanging as Lucifer drags his soul to hell, saying, "Hang in there." And a little name tag says,
You humanized it.
"This is what you see. Noah is the name tag on
Stop
the
making
dude's
me
shirt."
feel bad after I've already rolled.
Looks up. Yeah, I'm gonna get those reports on some of the new scry information to you, but turns around and sees a full human as through the heart.
I'm a terrible person.
Go ahead and roll damage for
Well,
me.
stamina point.
Oh, so
it's
maxing it.
36. No, 34. Because 46 is max to 24. Plus 4 from my D4 is 28. Plus 6 from my modifiers.
34
34.
does not.
All right.
He is
Oh, crap.
very, very injured.
Do we have to roll initiative to see if somebody can finish him off before he goes?
You have to roll initiative.
Oh, sorry, guys, I
As this
thought I could
dude
do it.
goes, "What?" As you stab him, his skin ripples aside and becomes this grotesque goblinoid green salad skin
34
reptilian
is
eye.
not a punchable
insane.
creature.
Yeah.
I feel misled.
You lied to me.
I mean, it is fun.
It's gotta be like that store though, right?
21 on initiative.
We got a 21 as well.
Ooh, nice.
20.
Wow.
This baby's gonna die.
Oh, I guess do I roll too?
I rolled a synthetic 20
I think I also got a
for
synthetic
Noah's
20.
initiative, the changeling IT.
What's your dex?
Oh no, I got a 21.
Yeah, you're easily going before me.
Plus 4 to his. Did anyone else
We're
get
going
some
together.
20s?
I got
21.
21, 20. So,
21 as well.
21, so
It goes
Tulio,
Tulio,
Miguel,
Miguel, Moses.
Moses, Bob,
Bob.
Noah, and Elizabeth.
I had 18.
That's actually still pretty solid. Yeah, this dude's gonna die.
I'm sorry.
Tulio wants to have him again.
Yeah, I'll stab him again.
As your allies, you guys all
But this
rushing
is
in
a
because it's
flat
that
roll
like.
for this, right?
Well, your allies are all rushing in
Oh,
because
so
it was that like stab in, then we all rush in, close the door.
But
That
allies
was-
give sneak attack, but not advantage, right?
Exactly.
So it's a flat roll.
Yes.
Except
Because he's
for
sitting
me.
at his desk going
Oh, but that's a 16 plus 9. What, 25 to hit?
25 hits.
So I'm going to roll damage this time, and it's still going to be gross. As long as you don't roll all ones and twos.
So many
I know.
forms.
Yeah.
You know, I learned this from Owen Colfer in his Artemis Fowl series, but 4 sounds like death in
Is
a
that
Chinese
Chinese?
dialect.
18 plus 6 is 24.
Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Owen?
Yeah, Owen Colfer. I thought it was
It's
Eowyn
more like
when I was
Eowyn.
little.
Eowyn.
Yeah, but
Because
it's Irish.
Because it's Irish.
I've
Eowyn.
always pronounced it Eowyn, and I'm like,
That's
I
what
know
I did
that's
when I was a
wrong,
kid.
but-
That's what all of us did. That's what the entire
Everyone
Gardner family
go for it.
has done.
Yeah.
I
So
love
34 plus 24 is 58, right?
This dude goes from looking horribly bloodied, and in his mind's eye, like, hey, work until the weekend, am I right? You stab him, skin changes into this, like, actual goblin-looking creature.
That makes me feel better.
Thank you! And dies.
Thank you. Oh, we did.
That's simultaneously sadder, but also makes me feel better?
Yep, exactly.
Hey, Julie, do you want to debate the morality of killing this guy, or do you guys want to quickly figure out what's on the computer before
Yes.
someone
I
fight?
think that was a quick debate. No, I'm
Let's
just
do it.
So, do they want to be free? Should we start the
workers.
changeling
Do
rebellion?
white-collar workers deserve to die? Yes, no, let's debate. Who wants to take the affirmative? Who wants to take the
Oh,
negative?
jeez.
Uh,
Okay, let's just go, guys.
Let's go, okay. Whoever wants to make Arcana checks on the computer, try to figure out what's going on.
Who's that good
I was gonna say, instead of rolling, I think I'll guidance whoever
I have a
makes it.
+4. Does anyone have a higher thing?
I have a
Please say yes.
+3.
I also have +3.
Does anyone have higher than a +4 for Arcana?
No.
Well, crap, guys.
Is
Why is the
Chell?
hope riding
Well,
on me?
so-
I'm
I can
pulling up
guidance
Chell
you.
stuff right now.
Because Shell might because she's more magical than the rest
That's
of us.
Oh, but it's intelligence based.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounds really
yeah,
good.
never mind.
Shell's got insanely good
Okay,
and
that was an
insanely
18
bad stats.
+4,
It's like
and you
20s
said you
and
gave me
60s.
a guidance.
It's, there's no
That's a
discrepancy.
3, so 22 plus 3, 25.
That's
Excellent.
pretty good.
Five.
Yeah.
25 beats the DC 20. Miguel, you you're in.
Why did you learn how to do this? Tulio's like over his shoulder, not understanding anything that's
Tulio,
happening.
I am a god.
You grab Noah's little tiny baby spectacles, put them on the bridge of your nose, start typing away at these runic stones.
I'm going to take his name tag if there is one.
You take the little name tag, clip it
Yes.
on. Miguel, the IT guy, you are in. Hey, you killed a dude before he could log out, right?
That's fair.
And honestly, Miguel, this is it's as simple as riding a horse. When
It's
the
simple
horse
as taking
is,
candy from a baby.
it's strands of arcane light technology branching out to multiple other interconnected to a giant server system.
Simple.
Simple.
Oh my god.
There's a lot of information. What do you want to look at first?
I want to see the directory of the company.
You pull up quick company directory, pretty easy, that's on a tab. High company. The chief executive officer.
Alright.
Theodore Lindsay Templeton Jr.
Of course.
Templeton.
Yep.
Templeton.
From
From
Boss
like,
Baby.
From Boston.
okay.
Theodore.
I've never seen Boss Baby. So
Good.
in my
I'm sorry,
head-
that sounds good. It's an okay movie.
In my head, I was going like Charlotte's Web.
It really didn't win any big awards. It was fun, but
My brother enjoyed it. That's
yeah.
Well enough to get a sequel.
And enough to get another Netflix show, but that's where I go, you're stretching it. Like, the concept was okay, but they couldn't afford a better song than Blackbird by the Beatles, which I will not be singing to not get us in jail. Theodore Lindsay Templeton Jr. From there, it heads down pretty succinctly, like most businesses. There's a board of directors. You've got some basic marketing chief marketing, chief financials, chief operating officer. Like, most of the stuff seems pretty simple going through. Eventually, you do find there is a chief nursery officer.
There we go.
Sorry, let me pull that up. Because funny enough, I don't have all these baby names memorized.
I can't believe
We have a lot of them.
you
There's
haven't
a lot.
committed yourself properly.
I didn't commit properly to the babies. That's on me, gang. My bad. Here we
Just as
go.
long as you remember your own baby's name when it's time.
Yeah, that's you were seeing. There's a lot of different stuff here. Where is my? Did I have? Where's my nursery? Oh yeah. Name is simply Stacy.
Is that a boy name or a girl name? Sorry.
Yeah.
The picture associated that you pull up looks feminine, but again, uncanny valley feminine. Of like
Fun.
longer hair and that black ponytail, but like the nose is like really small, and like the face looks like she's permanently like pushing her head outward, like almost like some weird animated cartoony AI feel. Like, who knows?
That's
But yeah, Stacy, floor above this with most of the upper management. Again, not the highest office, the big high corner office, but the next one up is where her office is.
But that should be what we're looking for.
Yep.
What else do we? I would like to print out a map.
Awesome. You pull up map, you find one pretty easily. It's pretty circular in design because you're noticing, again, when I say floors, I mean areas underground. Like the nursery is a big, spacious area where it's like, this is floor 4. No, it just means it's area 4. Yeah, you pull it up, click print.
Where does it print to?
There's no printer in this room.
Well, crap. That's lovely.
That's what I was thinking.
I got used to. I have a printer right next to my desk.
I know.
Oh, so it's probably the like central printer for that like all the offices send to.
Someone's knocking on the office door.
Anybody get behind the
No,
door?
what the hell, man? Are you printing off maps?
What check would it be to imitate the voice that we heard before I stabbed him? Because you said
Performance
he
check.
looked.
Wait.
I got
asked you if we could
performance. Yeah.
practice that the other day.
You did.
You did?
You actually have present. It's a performance check.
Because
Yeah,
he
Bob.
did greet us normally before I stabbed
Okay,
him when he looked
okay,
up.
okay.
You
Question.
You
narrated
all
that.
heard enough.
Question: what is your buff to performance? I have a +8.
Yep. Oh.
You got an 8 as well. I think you both.
I will help you then.
Got
You can go ahead.
+9.
Oh, you
I will help you
right,
then.
right,
Go
'cause you
ahead.
have the better- +9 with the help action.
And I can guidance for back of it, right?
No, listen, man. We gotta only print off the. List. There's company resources that are fine. If you need a map, I can get you one.
Do I get the guidance or no?
You can get the guidance again. Yeah, all of you are just sitting here like helping here.
So advantage +9 plus guidance. He's got this.
28.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, answer how you think Noah talk. No, it's printed. Damn it, it's gonna be printed for the next hour.
I'll be out in an hour then.
Listen, man. All right, you want to talk? Buddy, come on. Let me in. Let's sit down.
Do I
You
need
want
to
a
go
one-on-one?
talk to the boss?
No. Hey, you want a one-on-one? Let's one-on-one. Just go ahead, clock out. You and me. Let's not get management involved. Right? We're a family here. Let's talk about
We
this.
don't need to get management involved. I told you I'll be out in an hour.
Hey, listen. I know things have been rough since Janelle left. But honestly, like.
Don't bring Janelle into this.
You know, you're right, honestly. You're right. That was unprofessional of me. Go ahead. Hey, go ahead. Don't clock out. Just take an hour. Take an hour. After that hour, go ahead, clock out. Find me in my office. Let's talk, buddy, okay?
Sounds good.
That sounds good. Okay. Damn it! Stop the print on the map. Okay, I'll stop the print. You take an hour, but stop the map. Yeah, cancel the map. We don't have the resource. It's gonna fill the floor. As you click print actual size map, that would have filled the entire underground.
Well, dang.
Because apparently Noah has never printed anything from here and didn't have default settings.
That's hilarious.
As
Frickin' Noah.
Noah, you
Put
deserve
everybody
to
that
die.
name.
You weird gremlin dude. Yeah.
Are there different destinations that you can print to?
You know what? On a 25, but I know what that means.
25. There are different
Because there's
printers.
usually like a menu.
Yeah.
But yes, Noah did not have a printer. Working in IT, it was more that like he just compiled a lot of information, would send to different departments. If he needs something printed, it would be like, well, let me send it to someone else to deal with that. Like that was not his stuff.
Sorry.
I love the eye roll because like that's not how I would do it. I'm like, all right, how would your baby
This
gremlin
is my
run a
job.
business? When
Okay.
you're a baby gremlin running an evil corporation underground in
No, I
reverse
identify
roles.
as a Cretan. Thank you,
A
Walker.
Cretan.
That's hilarious.
Okay. In which case, I think I'm just gonna give up on doing the map thing. We're just gonna have to hope that we know the way around here.
I mean, it should at least help if we all like have seen the map digitally.
I do just want to
Yeah.
focus
Should
on
help us make
where,
checks
how to
later.
get to where Stacy is.
Yes, that's
her
easy
office.
enough of like, okay, no self-checking, we just need to slip out, up the stairs, her office is
I
going to be
would
4 down,
also
second
like
corridor.
to check the chat function of the office. Does it show that she's currently online?
She is currently online chat
That's
function.
smart.
Okay, so
Good
that
idea.
means she is at her computer. We
At her
should be
computer,
prepared that
she's
she
working
will
on
be in her office.
She's in her office.
Okay.
There's a big distraction by the printer right now.
There is.
At least on this floor. Yeah.
So we
I-
should be able to sneak out, I would think, basically.
Yeah, you guys. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no further stealth check needed. As you guys slip out of Noah's office, leaving his body just in this office chair.
Oh, that poor dude when he finds them later. That's gonna be awful.
He's like, he committed suicide.
Guys, they're gremlins.
I'm
They
a
are
bad
gremlin.
person.
They are wearing AI skins. They
I
are
just
really
had to
gremlin.
humanize them.
I just
Yeah.
had to humanize them for the
Julio's
copy
got
of
the
it all.
whole big fat
Hilarious.
Thank
thing.
you.
The blood on my hands.
What if I just
I'm wearing his
Um,
glasses and name tag.
walking out? You see,
Name tag might be important. Like,
Miguel. You
I know, I'm
see,
hoping that there'll be a security badge. Actually, did he have a security badge on him?
he did have a security badge on.
Taking that.
Yeah, sure.
Taking
Uh,
that.
Walking
I am
out,
the new
you
Noah,
see middle of the
2.0.
office. You see where the printing had already started. 80 square feet of granite have suddenly appeared with etched marbling and gold lettering of the start of a map. As arcane rock runes summoning from the plane
It's
of
a
stone.
3D printer.
It's a technically it is 2D. When I say 80 feet, it's like a foot thick and 40 by 40 feet just started springing out as arcane runes that were pulling from the stone, plate
I'm
of stone
beginning
and
to
metal.
see why this was a problem.
That's why you were about to like fill this room with stone, and they're like, okay, we can stop it, but like, why did you do this? Normally,
Explain
we
yourself.
like get a A-OK from management before filling the office with stone.
We'll remember that next time.
You'll remember that for future.
I was like, how is this multi-billion, I'm sure, corporation gonna struggle with that much paper? Like, we don't have the resources for this. I'm like, it's paper.
It's from stone, from the plane of stone.
It makes
Plane of earth.
a lot more sense.
You guys sneak on upstairs to the upper management areas. A lot of the CFO, CEO, all the CEO offices up here, these chief offices, very nice offices, beautiful stone wood doors, fancy rug and carpet. A lot fewer people wandering the halls again. People you see are like on like conference calls, like clicking things. You guys sneak up, head down a couple rows, and you see the office of Stacy, the CNO, the Chief Nursery Officer.
I realized there's one thing more I should have checked. I should have checked to see what her bio said, because it probably would have had at least a basic understanding of her hobbies that maybe we could have.
You could have used.
Yes!
Yeah, you're at the door. What do you want to do?
Oh, we
Is there
have-
anybody around?
Not many people.
Yes.
Again, most people are either in their office or maybe at lunch.
We should knock on the door, yell coffee break, and then you just stabby stabber.
Or we should say, hey, it's IT. We need to have control of your computer for a certain amount of time. Because IT is just like, nobody understands IT's job. No one understands her job.
She's got the IT guy
Once
voice.
she sees us, she'll know that it's not IT though, right?
Model 2.0 of
That's not gonna
The
work
main-
if she runs the company. She knows who's
I know.
hired and who's
If
not.
she is
Should we
nursery,
just
like,
do
if
the same
everyone
thing
is
we did the last
baby-sized here-
time?
Yeah, nobody has this guy's
Tulio
phone.
sneak in, stab. The second the stab goes off, rush in.
yeah.
I mean, I'm okay to do that again. If you wanted information out of her with a gagger as well, and then get her to talk.
Yeah, do non-lethal damage. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Or we could charm her.
Oh, we do have. Don't you have a bonus action command?
I do.
Well, that's not a true charm though. We'd probably want a real charm.
Command.
I've got both, technically.
So what do you want to do? You say, eventually I'm going to make a need a group skill check if you're out in the hallway too long.
Okay, guys, what are we doing?
I feel
What are
like
we
charming her should be the plan, because then we can get her to tell us things.
Yeah.
doing? Okay. Who has charm? You have charm?
I don't.
Or we just double check?
Bonus action command.
Does
right
Chell
now.
have charm?
Chell, I don't believe so. She's got some fun spells, but not the big one.
Where is the charm thing?
I was going to say, well,
Oh,
assuming she.
I have to. It has to watch me perform for a minute, so. But I can do command.
I have hypnotic pattern.
Yep.
So, do we rush in with hypnotic pattern?
What does symbolic pattern
That's
do?
the like baubles one, where they.
If they look on it, they have to make a save or basically become stunned.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do it.
So bobbles, and then if it doesn't work, stab.
Stab.
Yeah.
Stabby.
All right, Bob, you want to open the door and cast hypnotic pattern? You click open the door. I would say like probably like Moses, you help like open the door handle. Bob,
I'm
you
just there
walk
with
in.
my staff.
You are greeted pretty nice off. It's a good like 25 by 30. Like it's got desk, corner, like magical windows behind with scenes of like different landscapes. There is a woman typing at a computer, looks up, sees you.
Hello.
Before she can say a word, what's the save?
It's a wisdom 17.
It's a nice DC.
That is a 15 on the die. Plus 1.
Oh.
16.
Oh, good job,
Immediately
Bob.
she is stunned. I believe, what is it, for like 6 seconds?
So
or
each
around?
creature in the area who sees the pattern on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration.
Which
While
is
charmed, while charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Up to a minute. That's insane.
That's awesome. Okay, time to get into the office.
If they do
guys-
take any damage, just so everyone knows, the effects wear off.
Okay, so we need to tie her up and gag her.
Quickly tie her up. You guys rush in. Immediately, this baby just kind of like leans back and forth, tottering like as babies kind of do.
I don't like that.
You quickly
Shit.
tie.
Move her from the desk so that, like, if she does have a panic button, she
She
can't.
can't.
Yeah,
You
smart.
move her back from the desk. Yeah, as a baby. I mean, hypnotic pattern, just like
Empty pockets.
trying to grab like the weird bubbles in the air. You guys tie up this baby gremlin, and she kind of, what's going on?
And now we gag her.
Well, if we
So
want,
she's
like,
charmed.
one person can try and interrogate her while the rest of us like search the office for
And she could
information.
even trigger the, like, everyone, or all the babies go off since she's
You can lead the interrogation. We search everything. I will get on her computer, I guess.
We only have it for a minute, so.
So what do we want to find out from her?
How to
How to release
How,
the babies.
how do we release the infants from the nursery?
Release them, but we don't want to release them. That would ruin the nursery. Then our operatives would be exposed.
Yeah. No, like, obviously.
Yeah.
As friends, we're here just to do the, like, checkup that we do every once in a while. Just making sure
you
that
check
everything's up to
on
date.
us.
Yeah.
We're
What's
checking up to date.
so how would you, if you did need to in the case of an emergency?
Yeah, we could do that. We would have to have I could draft the order, and we would just need the CEO to sign off, and then our nursery maids would take all the babies back where they found them,
Oh.
Okay.
and then we would put them all back.
We need to get her to draft the order, and
So
then we
when you
need to go
draft
to
the
CEO.
order, do you just write a paper with it, or do you do it on your computer?
Oh, don't you know? We made the online system.
Okay. Should we have her do it then?
I say, well, she's trying to get her to do it.
Well, we're gonna run a practice here. Let's go ahead and draft that order.
We're gonna practice the order.
It's a fire drill.
Have you ever done this before?
No.
That's
As
why
she's
we
doing
practice.
it, I'm going to be
It's a good thing we're
singing
practicing
a
then,
lullaby
yeah.
for a minute so that I can charm her after your minute is done.
So basically,
Clever.
just keep the charm.
Yes, very
so,
clever.
While you're charming, having this old man,
Someone
he
should
played
go
on, he played Nick on his stuff. So full of singing.
Do we want to go to the CEO's office real quick though? Because it's gonna be going right over.
Because his office is the top floor, bottom floor.
Although,
So do
if,
we leave?
if it's a computer internet system, though, can't he just sign off of it electronically?
Yeah, but
But
we.
would he?
But
Would
if
the
he
CEO
immediately
suddenly
gets it,
gets a work order release form to say, put all babies back?
do
Do
we
you want to go
leave?
charm him?
That's what I was about to say. Do we leave one bard here with her, and then
Oh,
like
you could be able to get a
Miguel and
minute on
Tulio
him.
like scurry up to the
You're not
CEO's
gonna get a
office?
minute on him though.
Hey,
I will
have
tell
to be
you.
you.
I will tell you when to click submit. Okay.
Yeah.
Or do
Does that mean we should record a video of me doing something for a minute and send it to the CEO so that he can watch it?
I still think that would be
That's too
cute.
risky.
You're getting a
Okay.
random phishing
Cool.
email.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair. All right, let's go.
Why did I draft this?
Good thing
Click
we
submit.
recorded.
What? No. What? Who are you?
The minute we're off.
You're the heroes queen map form this about immediately.
Hypnotic pattern.
Sure.
Hypnotic pattern again?
Wait, I thought we had the charmed from.
I thought
was
we
that
were
2
gonna-
minutes?
I
Because
can only do it once per short rest.
Once
so I
per
need to
short
do it
rest,
for
and
the CEO.
because there was
Do you guys
that
wanna go,
hesitation
though?
of oh,
Yeah.
You guys head
Okay.
off.
So if you can just keep
Miguel,
understanding
Tulio,
that
and all
we
you
had
can
time to
shell,
sneak up
you
there.
guys rush off as she failed again. You're the hero.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
okay. So he's just gonna give us enough time to
Stealth
get
check
up
from
there
you
and
two,
then have her
you
submit.
three, because
Okay.
you can't afford to go slow and steady to not make stealth check. You have to go fast.
Okay, that's
Shell.
an 8 plus 4.
Shell.
Can I have a bardic for me before we
Yes.
go? Okay, thank you.
Is it a stealth again?
It's a
Just
stealth.
be like,
Not for
"Man,
you.
approve."
You guys
Okay.
don't have to, because
Oh,
it's
you're committed.
these three that are trying to run to
Oh,
the
I'm
CEOs.
staying with you guys.
I have to make
I
them
wasn't
do it.
aware where I was going.
You guys fine because you're in the
I
office.
got an
you just
18
stay
on
inside.
stealth.
We split the party.
You're free for 6.
Yeah.
An 18.
Yes.
it.
I got a 12. Can I like make that bonus action stealth so I can action guidance myself?
You could. Chell got a 13.
Okay.
So you could give it to
Do
yourself
I-
or Chell.
I'd say you.
Or do we give it to Chell because she's closer to a higher number?
Oh, she is. Oh, I thought that.
Chell got 13. Tulip has 12.
You have
Okay,
a
give it
message,
to Chell.
right? Do you have a message?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Can you
Chell-
message me when you're
Oh, I
there?
just rolled for her out of autopilot. I rolled a 3 on the.
Sure.
So that considered what, a 16?
16.
18,
and
16, 12?
Yeah.
It's an AC 15 majority.
Okay.
You guys rush up quickly, avoid the oncoming janitor who's just kind of like sweeping by. On the door, Theodore Templeton, CEO, Baby Co.
Perfect. I'm going to tell you through message. Have her submit it now.
Submit it.
Click.
I would like to cast command on him.
And
Open the
command-
door.
Yeah, once we get
Listen.
in, approve.
Boom! Open door. You
Oh,
cast
clever.
command approve.
Approve. That's so clever.
As you open the door, you click approve. Approve. Magic fails.
I get an action though, right? Or do we roll initiative?
Magic office.
Oh.
CEO
Fuck,
perks.
biscuit eater.
CEO perks as immediately
I'll roll
the
initiative.
chair doesn't even turn around. Ah, you must be the heroes that Queen Mab sent me that email about.
Oh!
Turning around in the chair, there's no one there. The chair rolls back. Little pitter patter as a tiny little baby in a black suit, black tie, little gold wristwatch, strange tie. Come in and take a seat. And remember, do anything wrong, and he holds up a tiny little clicker, and I kill you.
Are we not over the threshold quite yet?
You are technically outside the threshold.
I'm just gonna say, we're screwed, over message, and go in.
You kind of lean back for a screw, make sure it goes through.
Yeah.
It has gone through.
Frick.
Come in, take a seat. Need water? Take some water. He kind of like whisks a hand. There's a tiny little water cooler, tiny little mini fridge, little tiny baby soda cans. Like, you know how mini soda cans are even smaller, so
Oh
for a
my
baby.
gosh.
Go ahead, take some. You like Coke? We got Coke products. So, you're the ones that killed God, correct?
Technically, we didn't kill God.
Yeah.
An angel did that.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah. Mab really wanted that. Whew, she is mad at you guys. But, yeah, she kind of gave me a bit of a heads up that we were going to have an intrusion. In fact, as he clicks a button, a tiny little video camera zooms down, enlarges magically video feedback of you guys entering.
Quick question. How is it magically doing all this if we're in an anti-magic field?
I say magical, I think the word I meant was technological.
Okay, just making sure.
Thank you. Sorry. No, thank you for.
I wanted to
clarifying.
know if he was somehow able to
Right.
cast magic and we
Son
could
of
have
magic!
well, crap.
You suck! Yeah, no, it is technology.
Okay.
It is a video playback from the second you guys
Oh, shit.
entered the factory.
Dang.
Right, now, I already sent off the HR memo. We're gonna have to get Noah replaced. Like, let me tell you, our AT guys, whew, they
Hang
are
on, you
valuable.
were watching us and you let us kill him?
Of course, I needed to see how ruthless you are, you know? Consider this your, interview. We could onboard a few of you. We always have room to grow here in our family here at BabyCo. please, take a Coke, your friend's downstairs, let's just go ahead. He clicks a button on his little clicker. You guys hear the door behind you in Stacy's office, like lock, that electric lock. Make sure they don't slip out real quick.
The message didn't give them time to do anything?
Not really. Not enough of like,
Yeah.
well crap, it's not like,
Yeah.
well crap, what, do we take Stacy? And it would have been like seconds.
I'll let you guys know. Yeah, they said that they're screwed.
Oh, and then you guys hear the door lock. Oh, we're screwed too.
Oh no.
So, trying to, let me get this right, you see tiny little baby waddle back up, climbs up a little step ladder into this big swivel chair, raises himself up, pulls up a laptop. Ooh, yeah. Work order request from Stacy Nursery. Auto release of all the baby. Woo! Ambitious. I love that.
So
Honestly,
bigger go home, right?
shoot high. You put your occupations up and then compromise your way down. I like it. We're gonna go ahead though, delete that, and you watch on the screen the order form deletes as he features.
It's okay, it's still recoverable.
Still recover. I mean, you guys have Stacey tied up. You can always try again. BC goes, yeah, okay, so I think here's the point where we're going to talk it through, okay? What can I do for you guys? We really want, I mean, you do not want hundreds of babies in this world. I mean, you know what happens when you collapse a business? That's bad for you guys.
I mean, like you said, compromise your way down, right? What's the next offer? 24 babies?
Ooh, yeah, no, because I think I know the range you're talking about. That's like saying, instead of all the babies, just your best horses in the race? That's a
Hey, I mean, as
yeah.
opposed to what, thousands?
Listen, I can give
It's a
you.
really good offer.
There's a kid. Op's been gone for a while. Kid was born in like the 4th age. Couple thousand years. Take him, right? You can have one. You did it. I think that's a great win. And to top it all off, I'll give you a 10-minute head start before I send my email to Matt about all this.
Yeah, we're gonna need more than that.
All right, driving a hard bargain. Right, but there is a key. Usually when you're bargaining, you gotta bring something to the table. You press a button. Can we bring up a plate of cookies? I need to make a cookie metaphor real quick. Thanks, Jimbo. All right. So, listen, when you're bargaining, you gotta have people to get you what you want. A few seconds pass, the door opens. A hulking monstrosity of a baby who looks like it's done roids in his life.
Oh,
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, Jimbo, the roided baby. That one freaked me out when I saw the trailer. I'm like, what are you? Holding a big old plate of cookies. Perfect! Let's get them on desk. Yeah, you see, guys, we've got cookies. You like cookies? He slides one cookie across the table. I have people to make me cookies night and day. Any second. Any minute. I call, they give me a cookie. Do you got a cookie guy? That's what I thought. Now, here's the thing. You don't got cookies. I don't hold that against you. You see, I'm an opportunist. I look for opportunity in everyone. You have things that we need, right? We need these things. You need what I need, right? We can be mutually beneficial. So, pretty simple. You've got probably best bargaining tool. You want to know what that is? Pulls up video feed of Stacy's office with Moses, Elizabeth, and Bob. That guy's cloak. Instrumentally amazing. Perfect. I would love to bargain for it, right? You know, we could even talk our way up to a baby maybe born in the last 50 years with that kind of cloak. But if you're not gonna bring a cookie to the table, I can't put a cookie on the table for you.
So the problem is, you're acting as if we only have like maybe a sugar cookie with some little bit of frosting. We've got a gourmet cake at this point with this coat, as you say.
It's true, I do love cakes. You
And you're not offering much more than, and I pick up a cookie, this?
Oh, you're right. My apologies. Let me elaborate. I'm offering you a cookie and he kind of like shakes his remote, a chance to not instantly die.
So you're waving that around. You haven't really explained why we should be afraid of it.
Oh, you're right. Hey, which of your friends could take the most heat, do you think? Go ahead and make me deception checks real quick.
Okay.
Don't bother, that's a nat 20.
We
It's-
know we get
okay,
never
it's
say
in
don't
the nat
bother.
20, because I'm like, oh my gosh.
That's a nat 19 plus incredible deception.
Okay.
That's a nat 20! Oh my gosh, that's a nat 20 plus 6.
Guys,
I'm so sorry.
It's a 29 deception.
Yeah, who do you want to try to point his attention to?
Okay, well, the little tiny Elizabeth inside my head gave me consent for,
Tiny Elizabeth inside my head gave me consent to hurt me.
And then if we don't move.
Attack a feat.
But why are we assuming it's fire damage? Did August say something?
Well, she's
You
also a
said
barbarian.
take the heat.
we're hoping.
Oh,
Hoping
the
to-
whole full
She's a
like Zelda
barbarian,
word
yeah,
play.
and heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Throw the
anyways,
dragon under the
if
bus.
you needed a scapegoat with the possibility of fire, I'm immune.
All right. Ooh, is she the wannabe dragon? Ooh, cool. Yeah, no, I like that friend. Let's go
She
ahead.
actually
You see,
is a dragon.
he taps on his computer real quick. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, if I just killed you, I'm so sorry.
I'm a little nervous now.
As a tiny little turret pops out of the ceiling, you take 53 points of piercing damage. As bunch around, rake into your back, you start bleeding heavily.
I don't even get like an AC check.
I rolled. Does your AC be a 28?
Holy moly! Was
I'm
it 53?
53.
Dang.
Okay, well.
Here's the thing.
So we need to get the remote.
One, obviously it like
Remote
took him a
control
second
the
like
robot.
tapping on the stuff, so I'm like, he can't have
Yeah.
all the actions to kill all of us before we can like.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now let's go ahead. Let me just put in a quick prep, another quick one there. Not gonna do it yet, but that's what I mean when I say I'm bringing a cookie to the table. I'm bringing you a cookie because the real cake is not letting them bleed out in my CNO's office. You actually, for Bob, Elizabeth, Rose, again, you're sitting there. It's a couple 10 seconds. A little turret pop shoots Elizabeth. Stacy, who is still tied up, looks horrified. She does not look at ease. Like, even though she's an employee too, she looks terrified
What
right
kind of door is it?
now. Looks to be a solid oak and metal door, like an inlay with those like fancy kind
There's
of.
no like windows where that door is.
Because
no?
technically the windows are all because this is underground. There's no need for real windows.
I just wasn't sure if like the door was glass or something.
Theodore looks at you guys. All right, now how we feeling about that coat, right? Or if you got other stuff, like the coat's just the one. I'm just giving you that quick ball there of like, go for the coat, right? Like,
August.
Yeah.
Would there have been like any kind of cocking noise with the guns before they shot?
yeah, a little bit.
Sweet. I'm gonna hold an action in case they shoot again.
I know, yeah. Clever.
Good idea.
Very smart. Like you hold an action.
Go for
If there's no
vulnerability.
golden
Yeah.
vulnerability in that office, that's a CEO perk. Or anti-magic, I should say.
Will
I
resemble
might do
vulnerability
some-
around the turret.
But there's probably.
Well, there might be more.
If there's other
That's
stuff,
true,
because
that's
that's
true.
way like any trap.
That's
I'm gonna say something-
We should bunch together
Yeah.
and leave her in the middle where.
Oh,
Push her on the lawn chair to the middle of the room. You see, he goes, oh, look at them. Your
I'm
friends
gonna
are
say
smart.
something that
Look
might
at them.
be very stupid.
Or we get in the
But-
corner. We use her.
So I see how that's a threat to like them, not so much us.
You know what? That's
Ooh.
an excellent point.
Oh, but Tulio, am I right? Tulio? Yeah. You see, Tulio, I'm not stupid. I know you mortals really care about each other. I would love to just kill them. We'll just start killing them, you know? Like, you really want to play that game of who can last longer. You want to play a game of watch your friends die.
I kind of want to say yes and then roll to stab him because we've seen Moses pull out moment of vulnerability so many times.
Take the remote.
I don't have a good strength, and I'm assuming I can't do
Oh, I
sleight of
thought
hand.
it was. Because he's holding on to it.
Because it's a important
So I'd
object.
rather just attack him because it's
I
that
see,
he
yeah.
didn't up the threat to like, oh, I can shoot you
Yeah.
too. So I'm like, I bet it's not rigged up for his office because that's his office
So
and that's
let's
dangerous
do
to
it.
him. So I think I want to try to attack him and just hope they
Okay.
can fend for themselves.
All right. You go left, I go right.
Are we rolling initiative?
Not until you act. You see, you guys.
I'm gonna say yes and stab him.
Yes, Dad. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Found it.
Hey guys, if we got everyone killed, we tried really hard not to.
I mean, Moses was holding that action.
Oh
Yes.
my heavens.
And I got a nat 20.
I have advantage and got 2 nat 1s.
Oh my
Roll again, see if it's
gosh.
another that one.
Really?
Yeah, roll again. I just want to see.
Just Sam's roll?
No, it's a 3.
Ah, nice. So Elizabeth,
But that
to
20
be
was
fair though,
probably
Elizabeth, you
really
just got
good.
shot with that sort of gun.
Yeah,
It
so
hurt.
I have a +2, so technically it's a 3, but yeah, no.
Yeah. 10d10 of bullet is not a fun time game.
10d10?
10d10.
That could be 100. You're lucky.
I know.
Yeah.
That was a fairly average roll.
Statistically very wild to get 100, but
That's the max.
53 was pretty average. Okay, sorry, I need to roll for Chell. Oh, Chell, come on. That's
It's okay, I rolled
Who's
badly
Chell
too.
with again?
Chell's with
Us.
these
She's
three
with us,
because it
that's
was
right.
that split of like half here, half there.
Yeah. The El Dorado trio.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot we had her with us.
The gold
Here we go.
trio.
Did anyone else get 20 or higher? Nat 20. Ooh, okay. All right. Well then, Theodore will act next with a 21 synthetically,
Shoot.
because he got 18 on his die.
Damn.
Did anyone else get 15s or higher?
I got exactly a 15.
Oh, two. Excellent. 15. That means security acts before you on the synthetic. 18 they got. For the security, and you know who security is. Did anyone get 10 or higher?
Yeah. 13.
12.
So Tulio, then Miguel, you'll have to see it, and then
Yeah.
Bob with a 12.
It's amazing how
And
often
then
that happens.
Shell.
What
Yeah.
are the odds?
Oh guys, this is gonna be fun.
I think you and I have different definitions of that word.
He
honestly.
can't kill all of us before we can kill him.
He can't kill everyone. Go.
Watch him.
Come on, man. Nobody lives forever.
Moses,
Just watch us a
you are
TPK.
first in initiative. Sweet. As the second Tulio went for the kill, Theodore clicked enter, but you hear the
Yeah. Globe of invulnerability.
boom. Unsure that goes off. Turret goes off. Glove of invulnerability lasts a minute, I believe.
No, jeez.
That's a
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you guys
good.
are good.
I thought you meant like the shooting lasted a minute, and I was like, jeez,
There's-
Louise.
So the turret gun just doesn't stop. No, that
You
is
just take
actually
guys
possible.
cannot
any
It would
kind of
melt.
damage every
Yeah, like,
6 seconds.
there is cooldown with the turrets. Like, I mean, anyone that knows that kind of gun stats. Moses, hell yeah, though.
That was probably the best possible.
Prep held
Yeah.
action. You're not because I will point out 2 turret guns popped out and have started sprite firing now. It basically would have been a dex save as it just starts blanketing.
Is our lovely friend dead?
No, because you push her to the middle of the room. Guns are trained on you guys. He can say like, hey, only shoot these people, or it's not like a good algorithm, but enough of like shoot
In this direction.
area. Yeah.
Did any really hit her by rebounding off of the vulnerability?
Oh, the ricochet. Roll for ricochet.
Vulnerability
Lots of
actually
physics.
technically doesn't have ricochet. According to the spell, it just stops it.
So now there's just a bunch of light obscuring her vision.
More like how I've always seen in rule of vulnerability is because it's invisible. It's like anything that like harmful that tries to pass through just negates. It's not like anti-magic. It just goes lightning, fire, bullet. It just kind of stops, right?
Okay.
Like nothing really happens. Because then otherwise you couldn't see. Because the spell says you will always be able to see. Moses, excellent turn. Theodore begins this next
I don't like that.
area. You see Theodore just like, whoo, alrighty, gang. Button. Can we go ahead, Jimbo? You want to come in here? We need to take care of some unruly guests. They are not willing to compromise. Kill all of them. I'll give you a cookie, buddy. As he lets go of it, he's going to. Oh, what is he gonna do? Oh, I know what he's gonna do. Turn. Listen, guys, it's been great. You mind if I draft an email real quick? He kind of pushes back to the laptop and he uses his action to draft an email to Mab.
Oh, jeez.
Mab, I have the heroes you are looking for. Sincerely, Theodore. Auto sign. But it's an action to draft, or take another action to send the email. Because he used his object interaction to call button, he can't object interaction press send. Theodore's action, he is going to bonus action. Yeah, he'll try that. It's gonna bonus action dodge. Just in that like kind of a little bit of a roguish feature, not completely. He can't technically dash action, but some of these gremlin-y changelings can dodge. Security. As the button's pressed, working pretty quick, they have a good upturn. You hear boom, 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 boom. The door, boom, burst open, and this truly hippo of a child, like, charges in, looks both ways, sees you all, and just kind of like grunts and gets really red in the face.
You know, I don't like our track record with hippos.
I don't like our record. He's going to rush over and make 2 wild swings at Miguel. I think technically because Cho would have been on the other side of Tulio. Basically just run.
I'm also wearing bright red. He's a baby.
Yeah, just like quick.
Like if any of these changelings are at baby level of intelligence, it's gonna be this
Here
one.
we go. That is a nat 2 for a total of 12.
Oh,
Miss.
that's cool.
Jimbo, that's a nat 20.
Oh gosh.
Well,
That's gonna
technically
be
that's better than 2 hits.
2d12 plus 5 damage. 6, 2, so 13 points of bludgeoning damage as Jimbo the baby just starts going boom, 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 and like professional boxer, like this is obviously not a real baby. You feel the wind knock out of you as like this kid tunnels up and just gut punches you, Miguel.
Well, at least it's the gut.
Yeah, right. Like could have been worse. That is Jimbo. You do hear other securities on its way. Jimbo is just first responder, shall we say? Tulio, that is your turn.
Cool. So dodge action just gives disadvantage, right?
Attacks, yeah.
So if I do a successful bonus action stealth, could that give me a flat roll?
It could.
Nice.
Or my Miguel's close enough, so then I would
was
get
planning
sneak
on
attack
flanking.
still, right?
Yep.
Disadvantage?
He dodged, so I would get disadvantage, but if I stealth, I get flat for
Yeah.
it would be advantage. So I'm going to roll a quick stealth to try and go after Theodore.
Go after Theodore.
How's a 15 stealth?
15 still doesn't beat his passive perception. It's close, but no cigar yet.
Cool. Well, for action economy's sake, I will take.
It's not your
I
fault.
get
yes.
a disadvantage attack, but if I hit,
You
I
still have
do
to attack
still get.
because
Okay.
Miguel's close by.
I will risk it for the biscuit, and I will try and stamina point to cut off one of his hands.
Nice.
Groovy. Alright. I like it.
That's
I like
a
it.
good breakdown.
Because that's smart.
Because we can't let him send that
Don't let him
email.
send the email.
The lower one's a 13.
13 doesn't hit his armor class. Close, no cigar.
Luck point.
Yeah, luck point. Reroll one of them, probably lower, obviously.
Oh yeah, so that makes the lower one an 18 instead of a 4, so now I'm using the 10 plus 9 for a 19.
19 hits.
Nice.
So stamina point, that was what we decided, 34?
Yep, 34.
34. You cut. He looks decently hurt.
Mm-hmm. And is missing a hand, because I
You
stamina
cut off the hand,
pointed.
you go, ooh, you've got some anger issues. Can I send you down to one of our company-appointed therapists there, buddy? Because, and he holds up the stump, it's not bleeding. It is just like pulsing fleshy mass. Because that's gonna be pretty tough to work with.
Do I get an object interaction?
Yeah, you do.
You can say no to this. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do this, but you know how, as opposed to like actually doing like important stuff on computers, it should be really easy to just like close a window. Can I just like hit X on the little Gmail pop-up?
Here's what I have to be a little fair for.
Mhm.
Miguel got the successful check for computers
Mhm.
too. Again, computers are very
You can
new
pick
to
up
the
the remote.
world. It's
I know, I thought
the
about that
remote
too.
is in his other hand still. This was the hand that he was on the mouse getting ready to click. That's why it's like cut off. So he has to like
I
either put away the remote or do something to click.
Mhm.
That's what that was coming for.
That makes
And
more
that's why I'd
sense.
have to say technically you wouldn't know which is the button to work for. Because
That's why I said you could
laptop-
say no because I was
Yeah.
afraid without that check
Although
prior to.
I would worry. Oh,
Always-
I'm not there,
You can
so
shove
never
it
mind.
to the
Yeah,
bottom.
you guys are about to deal
So
with
that's
the turn,
everything
so-
I can do on my turn,
That was so
except for probably yelling at you to make sure you
I just
like,
object
delete
interact.
the email.
I was being object
Delete
interaction.
the email, delete the
Here
emails.
you can pick up the mouse.
The one thing you never want to hear in an office, a bunch of screaming from the CEO and delete the
Wait,
email.
is that an object interaction? Jesse was like, you can grab the mouse. I'm like, can I just like hold it up in my Can't reach
You-
the mouse.
You take the wireless mouse and hold it up in the air.
I love
And
it.
just like, this,
Thank you, Justin.
this 1.5 foot tall baby looks up. Think you're a big man? Think that's big? Does this make you feel better about yourself?
A little bit, yeah.
That is a little bit. Like taking a mouse from a baby. Tulio, excellent
That's
turn.
hilarious.
Yeah, thank you.
At the end of your turn, Theodore will take a legendary action.
Shit, crap! I knew
He
it.
is going to take a legendary action to regenerate.
I
And,
wondered if you'd be able to do it.
Of course.
he is a pretty high up changeling. He can do some stuff with that.
But that's okay. This is taking his legendary, so he's not using it to kill us.
Thankful.
As his hand kind of grows back,
And
his little
I have
baby
the
hand
mouse.
pops back into existence. He's just like, alrighty, gang, back in business. Now, gonna need the mouse. Miguel, that's your turn.
Heal too when he regenerates.
It did heal hit points, let alone getting a hand back. Hit points.
So, would it
Like, all
cost
the
an
way,
action
or-
for me to delete the email?
It would be an action, and I would say it would just be a precursory Arcana check to be like, all right, this is not the computer I was working with, but similar. Where's the important buttons to like find the delete email / close window buttons?
Is there instead a way to unplug the computer?
This does seem to be what we would call a wireless laptop.
Can you turn off the computer?
Precursory Arcana. It's just that quick, like again, like with any computer. Like you look at a Mac versus a Window versus.
Do I have
a main-
advantage according to my 25 earlier?
Still flat. Because yeah, this is Baby Co Tech.
So is this my free check to see if I even
Yes,
can? Okay.
exactly. Because if it doesn't work, I don't want you to like
14 plus 4 is an 18.
18 beats the 16. You think you pretty good idea where you could probably use action to mess around with the computer a little bit.
So I know how to turn it off?
Yeah.
I would like to turn it off.
You power button, click.
Yes.
The arcane runes glow down.
And
Please
then,
have updates to do when he turns it off. Please have updates.
Updates to it for.
if there is a God.
Damn it! And you killed Noah, my best IT guy. Can't fix this fast.
And then I would like
See how likely it
to
is.
pick up the computer for object interaction.
Okay.
And I would honestly just like to shove it to the far corner of the office. Because we are going to need it to be able to approve the order to release the babies.
Exactly.
But at least it's further away from the crazy baby. You know?
So you're shoving because that way no opportunity to access it.
Exactly.
So you're just taking it and throwing it to book.
Sliding it, sliding it,
Kick
sliding
it
it.
across the room,
Yes.
slide it. Yes, I'll allow it.
And that is my action.
Action, you still have movement bonus action.
Okay. I only have command as a bonus action, but I'm pretty sure he has resistance.
And there's anti-magic in the office.
I forgot that, you know,
CEO
little tiny
perks.
detail.
CEO perks.
I'm gonna regret this, but maybe he's a baby. I'd like to try and take the remote from the baby.
I would like you to make me an opposed athletics check.
Yeah, I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Does anyone want to guess what Charles athletics is?
Really great, you know?
Dumb.
Wait, really?
Max 2.
No, -2.
Well, minus.
That's 12. I
On
didn't
a synthetic 14.
To be fair, candy grips are crazy.
Yeah, it's not like.
That's true.
No.
Wait, I know the trick. You do
Nope.
this, and then they let go.
You do this, and his newly regenerated hand goes and re-cracks itself.
Oh, that's wrong.
Oh,
that's
gonna
wrong.
need that. Gonna need that. You know, like the new hand has like 8 fingers instead of 5 before. He's like, listen, I put a lot of work into this. You gotta let go. As you just trying to yank the controller from the baby. A
It was
lot of
Okay, then I'm just gonna do my best to flank the baby for
This is
Really
everything I wanted from this encounter and more.
This
In
is
words, I want
ridiculous.
to flank the baby. Punt him. Kill Noah, the baby IT guy. Yeah, this is
Oh,
perfect.
that's another side.
Miguel, at the end of your turn, it will be Theodore's legendary action. The second.
yeah.
You need to put a disclaimer on this one saying we actually really like babies.
We,
For the sake of this
encounter.
encounter.
we have been out there to love
No babies
children,
are harmed in the
enjoy the
wilderness.
world.
No babies were yeah.
Respected
Little
parents
people
of
are
all race, gender, creed, adopted families, all families of all kinds are wonderful. These are gremlin evil psychos that steal babies. They're not real.
They look like babies.
This is
Sometimes.
fantasy. legendary action, you see Templeton goes, all right, and he kind of does that little baby, yanks that. Oh, right, listen,
I thought it was
gang,
supposed to be easy to take things from a baby.
I'm just gonna need.
Have you ever had a baby, Lonnie?
Yeah. All right, let's see. It looks
I know that if the baby grabs your hair, just chop off the hair.
Oof.
you
Yeah.
are really just
Or you can
cut
tickle
you
the
down
back
to
of their hand.
size.
Sometimes.
Uh-oh.
A big old buzzsaw drops down from the ceiling. It's gonna make an attack on you, Tulio.
Mine pulls my hair.
Oh, it's an attack.
I was gonna be a
That
zero.
is 25 hit.
Like,
That-
if you just wash your hand,
That is 2d10 of slashing.
Just remember that you
That
always
is
have a
11
baby
points of
doll.
slashing to you.
I'm going to, what's it called?
Uncanny
Loaded
Dodge?
dice. No, Uncanny Dash automatically has it. I'm gonna roll the d6 for it.
Yes. So
Does that get a 6? I got a 1, so I'm taking 10 points of
10
damage.
points of slashing. And suddenly a buzzsaw comes. And it's like, it's just a little off the top. I
I
trust this
should've
thing as my
uncanny dodged.
barber. Look at me. Smooth as baby's bottom. All right. As Tulio, you are dodging a buzzsaw from the ceiling now. That brings us to Bob's turn.
Okay.
The turrets have stopped. There's gonna be a reload time, a cooldown reload. Currently, you're inside the bubble, though. What would you like to do, Bob?
Inside the
Global
that's,
invulnerability.
okay, that's what I thought.
The bubble.
The bubble.
There we go.
So, can you cast spells from inside a globe of invulnerability outside
Let
it?
me double check the wording on the
Technically,
spell.
no, because it's no spells can enter or exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a darn useful spell, but like it's
That's
meant to
okay.
be like a stop.
Yeah, I just didn't want to waste a spell like
Yeah.
doing something outside.
Well, you can heal. You can still heal Elizabeth.
Yeah.
That's true.
Can I do?
Actually, it only ever says coming from outside. It doesn't say
No
anything.
way.
Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from the areas affected by such spells. So meaning it's like everything within, again, 5th level or lower can't work inside the spells inside.
Yeah.
Because it's more, it's not like the upcast force cage, which is that like perfect negation. It's at like 5th and lower for global invulnerability and damage,
Gotcha.
which is what you guys want.
So would he
Yeah.
not be able to heal Elizabeth if he chose to do that?
You could heal inside the bubble.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
you
okay.
couldn't like do something to go out.
Got it.
Yeah, no worries.
Then mostly for future reference, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, can I do an investigation check to see if I can find a camera in this?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Quick invest.
Investigation. 17.
17. You quickly spot a small little bubble eye in the corner office. Like, okay, yeah, there's a camera in here, or a way to be seen.
Okay, cool. That might come in handy later, but for now I'll heal Elizabeth.
Solid.
How much are you down?
I'm up at 27 right now.
Okay. Yeah, probably will not be 53.
It's okay.
But
I would say, thankfully, Julia and Miguel have good poker faces because I was gonna shoot Rob.
Oh, that would have been awful.
But to be fair, Tully and Miguel, of course they have good poker
You
faces,
have
or they would
more-
not have survived pretending to be guns.
Do you
I
have?
still came out there and died.
Uh,
So-
Yeah, Mason, what are your
How
hit points at
many
right
hit
now?
points?
I am at 97 hit
Oh yes,
What?
he's actually less squishy than I am. I have 77
Yeah.
as a max. So
Do you have a higher
So
con?
yeah.
Mason always builds tanks.
He does.
He always takes tough.
Mm.
It's always gonna take a tough one.
Oh, we got it.
I'll take it. Thank you. Bud.
I will say that is a beautiful
Sweet.
feat.
You help heal up Elizabeth. Clock the camera going on in there.
and then can I give a bardic to who's up next in the initiative?
Next up is Elizabeth.
I'll give a bardic to Elizabeth.
Solid. Bob, at the end of your turn, Shell can't do a lot without magic.
She's a warlock.
Same.
She can at least hit.
Yeah, it's rough. So, her unarmed
I'm a
strike
bard.
deals
She's
0.
at least a warlock.
Her unarmed strike deals 0.
Does she not have any weapon that she can? That's
Eldritch Blast?
magic.
Magic.
Oh yeah. She doesn't have any weapons?
I'm combing through her
I
inventory.
thought she did.
It's
I
been
thought
there
we got
before.
those swords from the
I got one of those swords.
Oh,
Good.
you're right.
Leather.
I have one.
She's got one dagger, gang.
Good.
I got a
Hey,
sword that
she can use
make-
dex. She can use dex to attack instead of strength.
That's true.
She can attack the baby with a dagger. She is going to immediately attack Jimbo the big baby, who is just gonna start dealing a ton of damage.
She should cut off his diaper and see what happens.
I don't want to see what's under there, actually.
AI
It's
generated.
just another hand.
It's AI, yeah, it's like a
I
hand.
have nightmares about that day.
Like-
I hope you know that.
It's Jimbo's face. That baby's face. Take off
Oh,
the
that's
dagger.
worse.
Just a second face down there. Yeah, it's just two of them.
You two are awful.
Shill's going to attack Jimbo.
Are you
That's
sure you
a,
want your sister around us?
that is a 14
Young
hit.
impression
Oh,
lines.
A
She's 22.
14,
No,
I know I can deal it. I know I can deal it. It's just
a
like
14
22.
misses, unfortunately,
Okay, that's fine. I know you're
Jimbo.
younger than the year I'm in because I was born 2001.
I was gonna be like, are you guys only a year apart? And then I remembered you're always older than I like.
And
That
I
is
just
going to
think
be-
you are.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that
Um,
when it was 10, 10, 10.
Legendary
I was
action.
like 9 and so
Not a legendary.
Theodore goes, alright, nope. Little bit lower. Another saw attack coming at you.
New?
Nat 2 plus 11 for 13.
I have a 15. AC.
Julio, Limbo Champion
Fool me once,
2024.
shame on you. Fool me twice,
Shame
shame on
on
me.
As the saw comes for another, you duck down low to the desk and feel like just the little tip of your ponytail get caught. Just it's meant to be a marker tool. You do not get slammed for that. Elizabeth, that is your turn. End of the order right now.
Okay, I just want to double
All
check.
physical fighters are
Globe, that word. Globe of invulnerability means I can't stab outside of it either, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Everything that happens inside.
But you're safe in.
I
You're
know.
safe.
I'm just like trying to think of what I can actually do.
Because you can either hold actions in case Moses wants to do some shenanery. Because again, the turrets should have a cooldown period right now, but it's like, do you want to wait and see when that will be? So holding
Well,
actions.
I am
are
definitely going to rage.
Yes.
Smart as heck. Get that bonus action rage.
And then, can I pop in and out of the globe, or is it one of those things where I have to
Yeah,
stay in?
you're stuck in it.
It
Okay,
is a
I just
hamster
wanted to
wheel of
make
protection.
I'm glad that we added though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
without,
yeah.
I was worried.
I just want to double check before I do something like you said and like waste it.
Mhm.
So okay, I am going to hold my action until, depending what you're doing, I'm going to hold burning hands,
Clever.
and I'm going to try to burn down the building.
Clever. Start an office fire.
Alright.
Just get some fire going on. I like it. Solid stuff, Elizabeth. At the end of your turn, back top of the order, that's Moses.
Another
As
email needs to be sent.
Rage, holding burning action, Moses.
Alrighty. So. Should I drop Globe of Invulnerability?
That's up to you.
You still need to send another email.
No, because even the one that he deleted is recoverable.
Could be your code. Yeah, Miguel had enough of that Arcana. It's like he deleted it. It's just like it's something you wouldn't be able to quickly do it in an initiative. Again,
But
like
give him a minute and he can figure it out.
go scroll down, find the trash can, go in, recover, like all that stuff.
Okay.
It's just, yeah, not something you could. It would take multiple initiative actions.
Yep, and that's the problem.
Alrighty. So how many turret guns are there around here?
Right now, there's two, and they seem to be in that spread area where probably just wherever the majority of you guys are, they're gonna do spread. If you split up, it might be one focuses while the other one spreads. One of those things to like hit as many people. It's an AI at that point.
Sweet. So, I'm gonna drop Globe of Invulnerability and do Magic Missile at like the joints of these turret guns.
I'll say if you want to spend a stamina point on it to like really like hit home, making sure it's max damage at the joints, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'll do stamina.
Smart. What level Magic Missile?
Let's see, what level? I apparently only have it at first level.
Right, because I couldn't remember if that's saying Staff of the Prophets give. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Staff of Prophets.
But that is still 15 points of damage. Do you want to go 10 to 1, 5 to the other, 15
Yeah.
all to 1. 10 to 1, 5 to the other, start breaking in. It might take then a little bit of time for them to rework to hit.
Okay. And Elizabeth, you have your held action.
Do you want to Burning Hands?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. Do you want to send them on the turrets, or would you rather like go for like the rest of the offset, or like start igniting like more flammable
Burning
stuff?
hands has to be what you can touch.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So.
I guess you can jump up to the turrets. They're not that high.
Get her hand blasted off when it finally comes in.
Yeah, that's a worry. How close am I? Oh, I guess I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. The chair and the rope that this lady is on is all flammable, right?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
That's a question I wasn't expecting.
My gosh.
Yep.
DC 15.
Burn the baby.
Yep.
Burn the baby. She will have disadvantage because she is restrained. I'm not even gonna roll the second one because that's a nat one. Elizabeth, you walk up, place both hands on this weird goblin creature. The second burning hand goes off, fire erupts all across. The full AI baby facade drops. This weird little greenish gremlin starts shrieking in pain as you've made a tiny little torch in this office. Well done.
Can I?
Can you push her out of the room since she's on a wheelie chair?
The
The door
door's
is
locked.
locked.
Okay.
Can I push her against the door with the hope that the fire will melt the metal?
You can start
And
trying to like
wood.
burn away, or at least weaken the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. You
Alrighty.
push her up to the door, ignite this candle. Let's light this candle.
Yeah. It doesn't have any. Oh, that's a stamina point. I do not want to use that.
Yeah. I'm doing this.
So it doesn't have any damage on my stuff. Like what I roll. Is it? I don't know how burning hands works.
Oh yeah. So burning hands right now is a 3d6 fire damage.
Okay, so you want me to roll that?
Yes, please.
Sorry, it's one of the new feats I just took, so I am really excited.
Oh,
to
did
use
you
it.
for Infernal Legacy stuff?
It says boon of the fire soul. So that's how I got immunity to fire, because it makes
Right,
sense because of my
right.
character. So,
I see what you're doing.
would you say it was D6?
Fire Soul. That's coming from some of the fun new Big B's Glorious Giants. Fire Soul, Storm Soul,
It's only 11.6
feats and stuff
damage,
basically to really
That's
elementally
only
buff you.
half of what you could do. It's more than average.
On
It's
that.
11.
11 fire damage. Yeah, this lady's looking pretty messed up, on fire, and is now helping melt and burn the door. Dang. Oh, that's terrifying. Good turn, Moses Elizabeth. Love to see that fun synergy there. That will make Theodore's turn.
I know.
As Theodore looks up, just like, right, you gonna give that back? Hey,
The mouse.
gonna give that back?
Obviously not. Still just holding it above my head.
Gonna make me do this analog, as instead of an object interaction, he will take an action to
Good, we're wrecking his action
click,
on
click,
me.
click.
On what laptop that is?
You
Your
threw it.
mouth and across the room.
He'll take an opportunity attack and run to the laptop.
Okay.
Alright, opportunity attack.
From both of us?
Yeah, go for it.
Both of us, sweet.
Do it.
Oh. Strike me down.
You got Jenny.
Okay, good thing I've got the snake metal scimitar.
And it's a flat roll though?
Flatline.
Yeah, that's only a 14.
14 is not his current armor class.
14 plus 4.
I could luck point it.
18.
18.
I'm gonna luck point. No, because is that it? No, I can
Hold
just
on,
do that,
I'm
right?
proficient in this. So
Excellent.
That
That
should be 17
is
plus
a
3.
19.
That should be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits. 19 hits.
I'm
Okay.
going to mark down that luck point used. And then I am going to roll some damage.
Okay. 11 points of damage.
11 points.
I did something. Oh, that's a good roll.
This is definitely one of the creepier villains you've done in a while.
27.
27 plus 11 for a total of 28.
38.
38, thank you. Yep. 38 more damage.
That's awesome.
Sorry,
Yeah.
healing, help him.
Wasn't the creepy ones, but
Did Chell get a opportunity attack?
No, because she decided to move and try to go for
Right,
the
I remember that now.
He's looking decently hurt. not terrible, but you see he kind of slashes. He's like, "Oh, guys, I just got this suit ordered. How rude!" Waddle, 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 waddle. Waddles over to his laptop, opens it. He will use his action to start up the computer.
But
There
takes
are
time.
no updates. I did a luck roll for it. You never know. He goes, "Oh, gosh,
That is
alright.
a solid thing to check for.
It's loading up. Alrighty. Jimbo, snap their necks for me, would you, bud? Thank you." As he sitting in the corner letting the laptop load up, it is the security's turn. Jimbo is going to grapple you. Make me oppose athletics. Oh gosh!
I can roll another nat 20. I
Roll
believe
that
in
20.
nat
You got
20.
this, Miguel.
I believe
Part
in
of the
myself.
cards.
That's a 17 plus I think 2 for a 19.
A 19 is an amazing athletics.
For me, yes it is.
Muscles surge through your body, pushing aside. Jimbo got a synthetic 26, and goes boom, and
You know,
this
I'm quite proud
hulking
of that
child wraps his arms around you and
I'm on my knees. It's
and
the worst part.
just starts swinging you. He grapples you so he can then hit you.
Lovely.
With advantage because he has the grappler feat. That is his prerogative. Does a synthetic 25 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jimbo deals that crap. 12 plus 5, 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
It's okay. I've only taken 30. It's fine.
Have any of us damaged Jimbo yet, or have we only
Nope.
hit
Nope.
Theodore?
No one touches Jimbo.
I am officially bloodied.
There is a reason why he's security.
He's Jimbo. He is security. He gets the cookies. Jimbo starts
There's
Has
steroids in the
Theodore been
freaking
damaged?
cookies.
roided up cookies.
Theodore's been damaged though, right?
Theodore's
Yes.
been pretty hurt, yeah. At the end of Jimbo's turn, more security will be here in about maybe 2 rounds, 3. They are getting close, and it sounds like a lot of creatures. Tulio, that is your turn.
Because big stuff, it's smarter to keep going for Theodore, especially because he's got the computer now. But if you're being grappled, I kind of want to try and help.
Go for the computer.
But
we
I
know
think,
that we're screwed if Mab finds out we're here.
but I'm also screwed if you die.
Oh.
Personal want versus group want.
And like Chell's still able to do stuff, right?
What's that quote? The needs of the many.
Tulio's never heard that in his life.
I know, that's our Star Trek.
Miguel is.
Because I think
very
I'm also
grateful.
hoping like Action Academy, at least we then won't have to worry about. So here's what I'm gonna try to do.
I wish I
'Cause
had my freaking
I do have 1 stamina point left.
Mhm.
What I would like to try is bonus action stealth to see if I can get advantage, and then to try and attack Jimbo with a stamina point. I don't know if these things have spines, but I'm assuming they do, so I'm gonna aim for like the back of his neck and try and like stab and paralyze him.
Nice.
So he then cannot grapple because he's paralyzed?
You're trying to cut the vertebrae.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alright, Tulio, you do have those 8 years for your med degree, so I'll allow it.
Shenanigans.
Wait, what?
Oh, that's right, Tulio didn't go to medical school. I could allow, maybe it would stop the grapple on a hit. I'm not gonna let you paralyze him in 1
You
hit.
know, I support him in his dreams.
Make Jimbo a paraplegic because you're that
Go
good.
big or go home. These are my negotiation
I'll
tactics.
allow it. Just nat 20, sure.
Well, stealth first.
Or stealth, yeah.
That's a 16 stealth.
16 beats. Jimbo's passive.
Cool. So advantage roll.
Mm-hmm. So you slip under the desk, get out of sight.
How's a 25?
25 hits. Max damage to Jimbo.
34. Magical piercing.
I will allow Jimbo in pain and shock will let go of Miguel.
Excellent. And takes a bunch of damage.
Takes a bunch of damage. You do not put him in a wheelchair. That
I thought
I
it was.
think
We wouldn't put
that's-
him in a wheelchair.
I
We would leave him on the floor.
25 is like the impossible DC, right?
In my magical Dreamworks themed campaign where you're fighting baby gremlin demons and running around breaking seals of hell, You can't put a baby gremlin in a wheelchair just by stabbing it once in the head.
Again, we would leave him on the floor.
Okay. Okay. Tulio, excellent.
I will
use of
take you
comedy.
no longer being grappled, because that still that helps us.
At the end of your turn, Theodore will take a legendary action. You know what he's gonna do? He's a smart guy. Yeah, he's gonna use 2 legendary actions. Kind of picks up the laptop. Listen, guys, honestly, it's been great, but I really should skedaddle. Gotta get this laptop going faster to get Mab on over. He's going to use 2 legendary actions and... Never mind. That's a spell. I can't do that yet.
Thank goodness.
CEO privilege extends at the realm of fact. Oh, I wanted to just teleport him out of there.
Yeah, but
That's the double-edged sword of anti-magic fields.
Double-edged sword. And he doesn't have a movement legendary. Alright, he's gonna attack Tulio again. Barbershop Quartet, or triplet at this point, does a synthetic 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's another 2d10 for 7 slashing this time.
I could encounter you dash to be safe, but also, like, if I roll a 6 this time, I only take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and load a dice again.
Loaded dice. Gave
It's
you
gotta work
loaded
at some
dice.
point, right? That's a 3, so I take what, 4 points of
4
damage?
points of slashing damage. As duck out of the way, big old chainsaw comes at you. Miguel, that's you with Bob on deck.
Okay. How far away am I from the door?
Only about 20 feet.
Cool, because you never said that he locked our door.
Nope. Oh, not at all.
I would like to do deception or persuasion, whichever you feel is more appropriate, to Jimbo that there are a bunch of cookies over here.
All right.
Now I'd like to lead him out, and then I'd like to cast command on him, point at his boss and say attack, and pray that it works.
Okay.
Does command work? Like, no. Sorry, I'm curious to see how this works.
I
don't know
will
if it would.
tell
if
you,
it's a lingering
I don't
thing.
think this plan can work because you would have to persuade him to follow you. You would have to then wait for his turn to follow you out the door, to cast command, and the second he enters in, that magic's going to stop.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was worried about.
It's
Okay.
let alone it would take a little bit of time to set up, and there's a lot of stuff
Then-
that happening.
Could I go over? I'm gonna have to take a stupid opportunity attack from stupid Jimbo, but I would like to try and go over to the baby with the laptop and see if I can, while he's still got it, see if I can delete the email that he's trying to send him
Well, my
out.
thought was, like, if we get truly desperate, we can make attacks on the laptop to try and break it.
That's true.
Break the laptop, you can steal the laptop.
Don't we need it to approve the order
That's the
though?
problem.
Well, but does it have to be that computer or just his account on any
Well,
computer?
where else is he
Get
gonna be
into his
logged
account.
into?
So,
Where else are you going to find him?
yeah.
Willingly logging in.
If we non-lethal damage him and drag him out of the anti-magic field and then wake him up and charm him.
True.
Oh, I'm not saying it's ideal. I'm just saying we have
I
options.
know.
if
Oh,
we
I
get-
know. I'm just.
It's to watch Miguel.
I
What's
work
that to
for a
do?
minute.
I would like to try to do. I'm gonna take the
He's got some
opportunity
crazy
attack. I'm gonna
saves.
go over to the computer. Please don't roll a crit. No.
Excellent.
Jimbo took a wild swing.
I mean,
Does
he
the
does have a
360.
dagger embedded in his spine.
That's very
Yeah.
true. Okay, I would like to try
Thick skin.
and delete the email.
Okay, you rush over. Theodore's going at. I need you to make me as an action a Arcana. Technically, we'll call it a check. It's using your intelligence to just lean over, fight against, because you're not technically grappling with it. It's just like click, click, click. Where's the delete button?
Oh, come on, flippin' Dan a cracker. Okay, that's a 19.
19 beats the DC.
Thank
15 needed.
Goodness, that was.
Miguel rushes over. He's like,
It was a 15.
all right. And before he can click send, you lean in, delete.
I love this. This is the best encounter ever.
See, Theodore's Okay, I'm just gonna get that out of the trash. Jimbo, Bobby,
I can attack.
Offhand. No, because you cannot take the attack action.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. But you've deleted the email. He cannot just click send. He will have to start taking actions
Now that
also
I-
to recover the email, just like you guys
So
did.
now that I know how to turn off the computer, can I do that again? As an object
It
interaction?
will take an action more just because, again, he is a creature that doesn't want you to turn off his laptop,
that's
and so
fair.
he's going to like be holding
So
it
you
around.
won't let me do
It'll take
another
another
roll
action
even to try and... Okay, that's fair.
It's got to be an action, I think, at this point
You're
because
good.
it's bigger things. As Miguel, what a turn!
That was a great turn.
Theodore will take for sure legendary
Oh,
action.
God.
Just go. All right,
Okay,
guys.
that was fun.
That's annoying. It's kind of like going to my trash and click recover. It's like a process, you know? That's just annoying. Could just redraft it at this point. Gah. Clicks a button, does a... Is that an 8 or a 3? That is an 8. Does a 19 hit, Miguel?
Yeah.
Miguel, the buzzsaws are coming at you.
You are welcome to read that as a 3 instead of an 8. by the
14
way.
slashing damage.
It's okay. I'm barely still up.
Very bloodied as just chainsaws and
I
buzzsaws.
got
coming.
15 hit points.
Oh gosh. Bob, that's you.
The globe is down, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Can I do... I don't even know what kind of check this would be. It's a shenanigan
I
check.
love the honesty. A shenaniganery check. I love it.
Could I cast Hypnotic Pattern right in front of the camera?
I was hoping you were going to try that.
And
I was so hoping you were going to try that. As soon as you asked about cameras, I was praying.
that's what I was thinking about then.
Each creature in the area who sees the pattern.
So technically that would be accurate.
Because if we're going off of other spells, Glyph of Warding applies because you can put a hypnotic pattern in a Glyph of Warding and have it go off somewhere else, or like it technically could work.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you willing to see the shenaniganery DC check? Is Theodore going to look at the video monitors, or are your friends going to as well? Because
Say Bobble.
anyone could be.
Okay.
Can we
Can
can't
I
hear
do
him.
something
Harbingers.
real quick?
There's
While
no
he's doing it
audio
in
feed.
video.
It's just
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Yay.
But it's still worth it if it works.
It's
Yeah.
worth it
High
if it
risk, high
works.
reward.
Can I do an object interaction before I cast
Yes,
the
of
spell?
course. Yep.
Has he looked at the footage recently?
Unfortunately, there's no real way for you to know.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
That could
Is
be.
there like a smoke detector in here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's rounds away from going off because.
Yeah. Can I go push the smoke detector just to get his attention, and then hypnotic pattern right in front
Oh, smart
of
to
the camera?
try and do
Yes.
that like.
If you're willing to hold your turn till Moses, because you'll need Moses to get you up there.
That's fair.
Like, or Elizabeth, I guess, because Elizabeth technically, you just need someone tall to get you up there.
That's fair.
I'm happy to do that for you.
And Elizabeth goes like I think
Basically,
somebody else
right
goes,
now,
and then
Chell has a turn, and Chell, I'm gonna let, in the spirit of Marissa, she's gonna try some fucky wucky stuff.
Yes.
Okay,
As Marissa
I'll
would.
ask you if you
I
could just
want
like
to know
object
why.
interaction.
I was gonna say,
hold me.
nothing
Get
was
me up to the
cooler
smoke
than her
detector.
trying to like
I'm happy to
find
do
a
that.
tomato bush to break her.
Alright.
Like,
Awesome.
Yeah,
She's
plan
clever.
is smoke detector,
Give me
hypnotic pattern.
attention. Here we go.
solid turn.
Chell
shenaniganery.
is going to take an opportunity attack from Jimbo. Because she's going to run over and just try to get the laptop.
Thank you.
You see Chell just like, run! She is just like,
Smart.
just let's get it and go.
That
like,
is
why
smart.
are we
Why
sitting
are we
in
being
here?
idiots?
Like, that
I
is.
tried to take the remote from the baby and I failed.
No, the baby is too strong!
I love how Miguel and I are being that very dumb, like trying to work in the space, and Chell's like, "Why are we still here?" That's
We
so
sent,
classic.
Chell.
we sent
Yeah.
2 twinks and a MILF to fight a baby. Like, what did we expect was going to happen, gang? This is not ending great
Hey,
for
when did
us.
Chell become a mom?
It's a general term, Megan.
But that's not what the abbreviation means.
Fine, I'll come up with something
I was
different.
gonna say,
Just
Miguel's
saying,
like,
I
what?
suddenly have many
Hey,
questions.
in 2023, people use mommy and daddy very liberally.
Uh,
Let me just put that out creature. Here we go.
Okay,
Shell.
so Evolution, I heard, why did Shelby become a mom? And I'm like, she's Louise!
What did she become? Oh, guys! I can't say that. Here comes. Shell is
Never
going
say
to
that
make
for them. I was just like, wow!
an athletics check.
Oh, that's
Wait a
funny.
second.
Good one.
Hey, you know what Shell's going to do? Not that. Shell is going to use her action because she's got a -2 to anything related to strength.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
That's right, that's why we didn't try it, because we all have terrible
Is
strength.
going to give Tulio the help action to get the laptop. And you know how she's going to do it? You know how
I have negative strength.
You know, oh my gosh, Miguel, can you steal from your baby?
I'll
you know,
try.
you know
I'm
what's-
worried about what Chill's gonna do.
What's your strength modifier?
It's a +2 for
Okay,
athletics.
you have positive strength.
Chell will offer you advantage by running up, taking her 2 fingers and poking this baby in the eyes. So,
I love children.
God, and just like grab it. Just basically say,
Go!
grab it and go.
Okay.
Oh, this is the best encounter of my life.
This is
That's
only the
fantastic.
first part.
Computer from a toddler.
Don't like
At
that.
the end of Chell's turn,
We are never gonna.
Elizabeth,
try to
it is
kick
your
from a
turn.
baby again.
will you
So,
help lift Bob up?
I'll help lift Bob up.
Bob, you're at the smoke detector. Object interaction.
And then Bubbles.
As most Elizabeth, you know the code, you know not to look. Here we go. You're clicking the smoke detector. I'm gonna roll this with advantage. I think you need a 13 or higher on the die for his luck check to look.
Oh.
Now, unfortunately, the same thing is gonna apply to you guys, but in reverse. You have disadvantage on your roll, and you have and it's a 7 or lower for you guys. You want the higher rolls. You want him to. or
Get
you-
below a 13.
You want
He
him
needs to get below a 13. We need to get above a 7.
So, right, like much easier stuff, right? Or yeah, I guess he has disadvantage. You have advantage.
Okay.
But again, you guys don't want to look, but you can't. There's no audio feed. We're gonna start with you guys just to see what happens.
Okay,
So roll
above
with
a 7.
advantage. You want to get above a 7 on this luck check of when big alarm number starts flashing on the video
Yeah,
monitor.
I'm
You
fine.
said
I
with
rolled an
advantage?
With advantage, you
But
just
pure luck.
pure luck.
Yep.
So technically, lucky can apply to this.
That's cocked. I am going to lucky because I rolled a 1 and a 4. But it's to be charmed, right?
Yep.
Oh, we have advantage.
Well, no. This is the luck check to see if you would be looking at the
Yes,
monitor.
but it's the like, should I have not wasted my last lucky because I have advantage on the charm save?
You wouldn't know it. Is
Oh,
how
okay,
I could
that's
roll
fair.
too.
That's true. It's pure luck.
Because it's
So
just a suddenly the monitor
I
starts
lucky didn't
flashing.
roll to 15,
Gotcha.
but that was my last lucky.
So you're both fine.
That's good.
You want him to get a 13 or lower.
Because I was hoping
And
to
he's
save
at
it for him.
disadvantage.
First one's a 19.
Because that's what I wanted to save my lucky for him, but
Okay. Jimbo is gonna make his roll. Jimbo got that 20. Jimbo is a man of sheer determination
Is
and
he at
focus.
disadvantage as well?
Oh yeah, maybe I'll give him
Okay.
disadvantage as well.
That one.
He's focused on
It's a
cookies.
7. Yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
well, he's focused on hurting people and suddenly flashing lights.
He is a baby.
Lower of Theodore's 2 rolls was a 15.
So they both. Oh no! So
Theodore
Jimbo
does
Jimbo
not
does.
look as again. He has just been poking the eyes. Is
Yeah.
on flavoring it. His eyes
no,
are
that's
shut.
true.
Jimbo will make a wisdom save.
I'm assuming he's not wise. Did he roll well though?
17.
He rolled a 19 on the die.
Holy.
He has nothing to it. That's
Thank
just
you
a
for
19.
trying. That was very clever.
I
Worth a
rolling
shot.
hot.
That
Worth a
was
shot.
very clever.
Very clever.
Can I cut
Now-
words his save?
I think
Or
you
do you
have
have
to
to
see
see them?
this cutting
Okay.
words. That's
I
the
can't
yeah.
remember.
There.
So.
'Cause,
Um,
yeah.
Elizabeth, anything you want to? Because again, that was just like it starts your turn by finishing up Bob. Elizabeth, you hold Bob up. He casts hypnotic pattern. What would you like to do?
I want to open the door.
Okay, you
so
go
the door
over.
is currently on fire-ish.
Currently on fire, and touching it, it's not only hot metal. It does still seem to be pretty locked or solid enough.
So I'm going to try to attack it.
Tag it smart.
Sorry, let me just pull up my stuff. So I'm going to use my snake magical scimitars. And I have 2 attacks.
Mhm.
So 9 plus 7.
16 hits AC of the door.
Okay. And then that's a 14 plus 7.
21. Yep, both your attacks hit the door.
Oh, I already said it, so never mind. And so then it's 2d6 plus 4. Okay. Plus I'm raging. So 9 plus 8 plus my rage.
It's the weakened door. This rate should give you +3 right now.
So 9 plus 8 plus 3. So 9 plus 8 is 17 plus 3 is 20.
You crash into this door, being the damage threshold.
Good
The
job.
door is on its death's door hinges. You could move through, but it would take about half movement and some fire damage. It would require further attacks against it to make it a clear path right now. Or it's not like you could try to squeeze through but take a couple points of fire damage and it would cost half your movement to try to squeeze
I don't have fire.
You
I
got
have
that
immune to
immunity.
fire.
Yep.
So can I?
You want to slip out?
Yeah, I'll slip out.
Sweet. Movement, you are out in the hallway. I should point out the fire alarms are now going off.
Fair enough.
Sorry guys, I left you.
Yes, Elizabeth's son is just gone. Excellent.
Actually, am I still holding you?
Oh yeah, technically you were the one holding Bob.
Where is Stacy? Is
Stacy's
Stacy dead?
On fire, slowly burning alive in the room. She's not dead yet.
Sweet.
She's about to die the most painful death, according to science, or no, technically drowning, as most people say.
Well, but aren't you supposed to get the euphoria at the end with drowning?
Yeah. Moses, on that depressing note, that is
Sorry.
your turn, my guy, with Theodore on deck.
Don't ask about how August and I know so much about methods of death.
I mean,
It's so cool, guys. Okay, look it up. Look it up. There's some fun stuff in it.
The science is wacky.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So I'm going
Humans are
to
that's true.
guiding bolt the door to break it.
Just finish breaking it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Go ahead, roll to hit.
That is a 22.
Hits, yep. 46 radiant. Might be able to finish breaking it.
That is 12 points of damage.
12. It technically hits the damage threshold, but not enough to finish breaking the door completely. There's still going to be just a little bit of fire damage passing through. Still just enough.
Yeah, bonus action rage, I'll go through.
Bonus action rage, go through. 1 point of fire damage, my guy.
Sweet.
1. You push through into the hallway as Stacy, the last words you hear, "Don't leave me here," echoing in your ears as you run through the burning building.
I feel like we're
Theodore
living up to our name of the Harbingers.
takes his turn,
A little bit.
is going to
Sorry, not sorry.
draft an email.
His eyes were just poked.
Oh yes, enough of mab, help.
Dang it.
Can you type with your eyes closed?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, most people can.
So that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But he has tiny baby hands.
But he has a baby hand, so he can't.
No, I'm serious. So like it should be more difficult because he can't
Yeah,
reach.
that's why it takes a
He's
full
also,
action for him
he's
to
also
drive it.
a CEO, and this is his computer.
It's taken him a full action, and again, because without the mouse, he will have to take another action to send it, but the email's primed again. That's his action. He dodge actions. Security. Jimbo's going to. Ooh, he'll hit both of you. He's gonna run over and punch both of you.
Hang on. I'm right next to him, and Miguel's like halfway across the room, right?
Yeah.
So would he have to hit me and take an opportunity attack from me to then run over to Miguel to hitting distance?
Oh, I don't think you understand. He's not hitting you for damage sake. I'm gonna grapple you and drag you along.
Oh!
Oh!
He could roll that one. It could happen.
It was not that one.
What was it?
It was not 3.
What's
That's
the
good.
total?
14.
14. Okay.
It's doable.
You got an AC 15.
Well, it's a grapple. It's opposed
Mhm.
athletics.
Post athletics. Yes, this is not his.
That's
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
doesn't hit to auto grapple. He has to spend one of his actions to like try to grab you.
I rolled a 3.
Oh.
Jimbo, purple in
We
the face
both
now.
rolled that 3s, but he gets a modifier.
And just grabs you and drags you over. He's gonna punch Miguel.
What? Is it that 20?
Is it a nat 1?
See that one?
I love it.
On a natural 1, he can't drag in time. Trying to like claw you. This hulking mother effer of a child is just dragging Tulio across the floor like a horror movie towards you. We go, gonna get there eventually.
Miguel's gonna pee his pants one day.
Pee your pants is a free action.
Does he get a diaper? Okay.
Is the diaper even real? Tulio, that's you with Miguel on
I
there.
don't think you want to know the answer to that question.
Don't ask.
Uh,
What do you want to do, Tulio?
We're all of us, like Jimbo and Tulio and Miguel and Theodore are like all in the same little area now, right?
Yep, all in the corner office.
If I wanted to attack Theodore, would that still be disadvantaged because I'm grappled?
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, any grapple because of the.
And none of my bonus actions could get me out of the grapple. I think I might just risk the disadvantage attack and see if
Yeah.
I can hit.
Go for it.
Just because
Yeah.
we don't
the
have.
attack's baby.
hey,
corner.
quick question. Is your teleportation power an ability or is it magic?
It doesn't say magic anywhere, but
Start rolling. I'll look it up.
well, because that could. She was
Change
suggesting
my
it because it could change my turn.
It's a fate teleportation based,
Yeah.
right? Drawing on your fate ancestry, blah blah blah, loading. No, the Eladrin. What's the?
Face step.
Yes, I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm.
The best part of D&D, looking up rules.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you love it, gang?
I like
You
it because
can
sometimes-
magically teleport. And
Oh.
how the anti-magic works
Okay.
is it expresses both spells and magical effects.
Yeah.
So a disadvantage
It's why the
attack.
command would have ended the second
Yep,
you
that
ended.
makes sense. You're kidding me.
I'm dead serious. So that's
2 and 1. 20 and 1.
11.
11 does not hit.
Bonus action offhand.
Yep, go for it.
Still at disadvantage.
While you do that, I'm gonna attack you.
Crying out freaking loud.
Criminy.
The higher one would have hit that time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 12 to hit.
12 doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm, and that's my turn.
Theodore looks at you. Nope. Press the little button. Does a 26 hit?
Yeah.
17 points of slashing.
Does he get disadvantage by any
Uncanny
chance
dodge.
for trying to avoid Jimbo? With whatever the saw thing.
No.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge halves it to 8.
Okay, nice.
At the end of Tulia's turn, Miguel, that's you.
Okay, I'm gonna try and take the computer and I have
I
advantage.
will roll to let you know what you need to beat.
Okay.
Now,
Then I will
Theodore
roll.
Templeton Jr. is
Sorry.
quite a. He's stronger than you think.
Oh, I know. I think I know. He's very strong.
That's a nat 13 on the die for a synthetic 20.
But this is the check Chell gave her advantage on,
Yep,
right?
and I have a
Have
+2. I just need
advantage.
an 19. I need an 18.
18 or higher. Meet it, beat it.
Oh my goodness.
First roll is an 11.
Not 20.
That's a nat 1. Any points of inspiration or luck points?
I used some of
I do not.
I have inspiration.
Does
And
Joe?
we're not there anyway.
Shell does not have it.
Okay.
As.
Does that mean I still have an object interaction?
Yes, you do.
Can I close the computer?
Yeah. We'll probably just open it.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah.
Since I tried to take something from it, does that count as an attack?
Does count as an
I
action.
would. Dang it! I was gonna smash the computer.
Yeah.
It's a last ditch.
Last
Ow.
ditch effort. At the end of your turn, the legendary.
Wait, hold on.
That's a.
Dang. Is there anything that could possibly cause smoke in this room and make the water pump go?
Does a 17 hit Tulio?
Yeah.
It's Buzzsaw again. Just can't do a lot. He's just trying to. Gosh, I just won't look. That's another 10 slashing damage.
But I can't half this because it's a reaction.
Yep. Tulio.
I am at 11 hit points.
Crap. Tulio, go. You're looking bad. Chell hasn't been hit just because Chell's not the center of attention right now. Bob, that's you.
That's rare. When she's not. I'm sorry.
And I'm out of the room, right?
Yep. Everyone's out of the room.
Can I do a perception check to see what's going on around us?
People are starting to like open doors, and it's that like fire alarm. What's going on? Like it's that kind of again office day. Suddenly fire alarm goes up. Is this real or not? Like
So we should start moving to the CEO's
That was
office.
my plan.
hopefully.
Can I hold my action
Yes,
to? Do I need to specify what I'm doing?
Yes, you can. Held actions need to have a little bit of specificity.
That's such a fun word to say.
Specificity.
Specificity.
How long will it take us to get to the CEOs?
If either of the barbarians dash, 80 feet gets you there. 30 feet to the stairs, 20 feet up, another 30 feet to the office door.
That's fine. I'm down
Yeah.
with that if you were.
My English teacher didn't think that specificity was a word and tried to dot points on a paper for me.
Yeah, like that's a very real word.
If you know something that's within like so much, you could destroy anything or you know what I'm saying?
No.
Because we're gonna take you on my turn. I'm gonna take you the entire way to the CEO's office.
Yeah.
And so if you hold your turn to destroy like the computer, do we know about the computer?
You could assume there's something up there that needs breaking.
So you can
Yeah.
break a computer if you have anything that would do that.
The real,
But I haven't heard anything from them, so I don't know if I can do magic there.
yeah, you guys don't know about anti-magic field.
I'll hold my action to.
Because Elizabeth, you're on deck. Moses, you're after. Yeah, you guys act. It's pretty nice how you're all acting together.
I can't believe that we're gonna lose to a baby. To a not baby.
To be fair,
It
it's
never
a
was.
fey creature with legendary actions, and there are 3 of us.
I know,
You can't use magic.
but
magic.
dang.
Do we hear the security that's?
And that is also true. Only one
Yes,
of us is
oh
martial
yeah, there was
caster
security
in an
gate up the
anti-magic.
stairs.
Then I will
Martial
hold my
caster,
action
martial
when I
class.
see them. I want to cast.
Yeah,
Cloud of
I hate being a
Daggers.
bard.
Yeah, smart. Cloud of daggers, second security arrives. At the end of your turn, Bob, Chell's gonna try to grapple it. She has a -2. She's gotta try.
And I'll give Moses a bardic.
She can nat 20 because you are a god.
Can I give Bardic is magical?
It's a bonus.
That's right.
Here we go. Theodore. That's a 16 plus 7 for 23.
She can
So
roll
she'd
a nat
have to do a
20.
nat 20 in
This
her.
has to be a nat 20 for the laptop.
Come on, August, you've been rolling nat 20s.
Apparently.
Just do it again.
You can roll nat 20s.
I can roll a nat 20. Here we go. That's a 16.
They rolled the exact same thing.
That sucks.
But Chell has a minus.
Yeah.
Chell grabs laptop. It is just try to get the laptop. Elizabeth, that's your turn.
I run and dash.
Run and dash.
That's
You are right up next to it. You see now everything going on. Moses, that's you.
Alrighty.
Not that I can use.
So yeah, I'm gonna book it. Bonus
I'm
action
still
dash
running
up
as
there.
opposed
Yep.
to-
Actually, it's reasonable to assume that you know that there's something about anti-magic because you can't message us.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, enough to like. It's not really metagame to be like, well, magic's not working.
Thank you.
Yeah, they would have given me more details than
Alright.
we're screwed if they
You
could.
guys are all now there. 3 of you guys are at the door to the office. Other 3 just inside in the corner.
Do I see the security to cast upon
Not
players?
yet.
Okay.
You hear them coming, but
Okay.
they're technically yet to appear in the stairwell. It is Theodore Templeton Jr.'s turn. And he, object interaction, opens the laptop, clicks send.
Shoot. Can I click unsend? Is this like
The
Gmail?
The email to Mab goes off, and you all hear a rumbling through Shadowfell.
How does she check her email so dang fast?
She was anticipating us being here.
And when I say email, I more mean a quick telepathic message, if we're being honest. Tech to Arcana is a pretty one-to-one.
Question.
That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Is there an unsend option in this email? Okay.
Thank you all so very much for playing. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all next time as we fight our way out of Baby Cove. Bye-bye.